Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Hey there, besties. Lord help your people. This mess ain't going nowhere. And shout out to those that were here this morning. Even though we're going to continue from this morning, there's been so much since then that it's more than that. Okay, it's more than that. We have a thunderstorm going on now, a storm of some sort. I don't know. Those on the East Coast may be getting the same thing. So hopefully we can make it through. It's supposed to last until 9 p.m. EST, so we shall see what it is. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me, subscribe. If you are new, I see you, I appreciate you. Shout out to Uncle Rick up in here, I see you. Thank you, boo. He said, hey, boo, Missy Michon Live. Hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button, hype button, share button, all the buttons, child. Subscribe if you are new. Not my baby. We can't even get to the not my babies because we got to talk about these babies, because we ain't seen no babies yet. We ain't seen no pregnancies yet. We ain't seen nobody 6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant. But there's so many people that are just going along with if Libby said so, if the other one said so, because now I think we're up to 5 baby moms, allegedly. Allegedly, there may be 5 women that are saying that they got pregnant by Abba. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I think this low sperm count might be a line. Like a line in order to get these biatches to say, ooh, yeah, child. We ain't got to use no protection because I'm not going to get pregnant, child. Lo and behold, that wasn't right. Allegedly. But we'll see. We'll try to figure it out. I was listening to CGA this morning. He had a lot to say. I'm going to go ahead and play with this afternoon. He started in the morning and ended in the afternoon. Try to see what, go over what he has to say. And, you know, O'Shea got to get into everything. And then, because I'm not going to go over to Lily's stuff because it's like incoherent. I don't feel like looking at these other heifers, child. We're going to go with the people that we know. That's it. That's all. I ain't got time. I'm really not that invested. But, you know, if this is what people are talking about, then that's what we got to talk about. So let me go ahead and show y'all where Abba and Preach stand at the moment. First of all, there's a crazy ass, nice ass breeze coming through here and I'm loving it. So, shout out to the breeze and the storm. So this is their YouTube channel right now. So Abba and Preach don't seem like they're suffering at all. I haven't heard too many people talk about anything more that Fresh and Fit have been doing. So don't look like it's having any effect, right? They were at 2.26 million. At last I looked, they're still at 2.26 million. So whatever it is that Lily is trying to do, which I'm not really sure, it doesn't seem to be affecting their channel. All right. So that last, he put out a video this morning, which we're going to go back over. It's at 213,012 hours. I need numbers like that. Okay. And the live streams. Oh yeah. They all go behind the paywall. So that's just what a video for 37 minutes does in 12 hours. So tomorrow it'll probably be double, right? All right. So again, this doesn't seem to be affecting their bottom line whatsoever. But I did mention that Preach did start his own channel, which after all this time, he hasn't done that. But now he's done his own channel. I think it's called Uncle Preach, if I'm not mistaken. Allegedly. I'm subscribed. I think he may have talked about Abba once, but I don't want to hear all this, but it's getting good now. Shout out to Call Me Waco. I see you, boo. Thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. She said, hey, Messy and the besties. Hey, boo. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, the Tether Files, Chapter 7. That's exactly what it is. It's something. This all tethers. This all tethers to tether nonsense, okay? So, again, it really doesn't look like it's affecting. It looks like their bottom line at the end of the day. Lily is growing. She's at 1.2, if I'm not mistaken. Putting up these 1-minute videos here. There's 2-minute videos there, child. I ain't got time. Anyway, I want us to not forget that Stevie Knight has this whole apparel shop. Shout out to Nightjade for bringing this up, where he talks about hoes, or his thing is hoes are headaches. Okay. I really think I'm gonna get one of these because I'm no hater. If the shit look good, I'm gonna get it. Make masculinity great again. Okay, make masculinity great again. This is what Stevie Knight is saying, while seemingly not going by that himself. I'm a masculinist. All right, so this is his own shop or whatever. Nice stuff. Humble these hoes. How could we forget this one? Humble these hoes. All right, they look like nice and thick sweatshirts too. All right, just a little idea of where Stevie seems to be, and then something like this happens to his arch nemesis. What is it? Arch nemesis? I guess this is arch nemesis. All that go out the window, allegedly, right? But it looks like O'Shea, of course, has done a video. This video is from early yesterday or sometime yesterday. And I want to go over that one first before we get back into the rest of Abba's video from this morning, because he says that OnlyFans model destroys Abba's career in one move. I didn't know there was a OF person up in here yet. I thought this is what they were vying for at some point, like Lily and maybe the rest of these heifers, because like I said, ain't no babies yet. Ain't seen no babies yet. There's other people that are talking about, oh, look how he treats her. Look how he treats women. Look how they stay. Y'all, are y'all not watching? Well, you know, not y'all. Y'all not watching tonight's conversation with all them stupid ass situations that they come up with? Now, all of a sudden, you're supposed to feel sorry for heifers that choose to be in these situations, that choose to get in this situation, that choose to have unprotected sex, that choose to get on those. Because it could be, what is it called? What did he get? Go to jail for? The Mann Act. What if it's the Mann Act up there in Montreal or whatever part of Canada he's in? He flying biatches in and out, in and out, in and out. You might be in danger, Abba. You might be in danger. Shout out to Waco for a 5. Appreciate you, boo. She said Abba knocking them down and like a game of bowling, child. Hell, I think I got 2 kids by Abba. Don't know where they are, though. I'm being messy. Listen, we don't know where none of these kids are. We got to add all these babies to the list. Somebody just reminded me about Carly. We never found that baby. Remember Carly? What's her name? From down in North Carolina? And she skipped out on her boyfriend to allegedly go do some shit that nobody ever found out about. But she said she saw a baby on the side of the highway, ran after it, disappeared, then came back and said, hey, y'all, I'm back. You know, y'all remember that, right? We ain't never find that baby. It's a couple other babies we looking for. It looks like we're looking for Abba's babies as well. So this is teller foolishness, though, but we're going to go ahead and partake. So let's hear what O'Shea has to say.
On May 7, 2026, Abba was exposed by his ex-girlfriend, a lady by the name of Libby. And Libby came out and said that Abba got her pregnant. Now, at first, many people did not believe this until Abba actually responded on the Abba and Preach channel with a video called What Happened. But that wasn't the only video from Abba and Preach about it, because Preach, who operates a channel called Uncle Preach, would go out and make his own video called Let's Talk About It. And he gave his own personal experience, not attached to Abba, about how he felt about this whole exposure situation. Now, it's important to note that Abba and Preach are the moral authority when you talk about social commentary, especially when it comes to ethics and having integrity. This is why we love them so much. I mean, because when you look at integrity for YouTubers, Abba and Preach are the gold standards. No financial scandals, no scamming their audience, very down to earth. This is the reason why these guys are so a part of the culture. So when Libby leveraged this personal attack against Abba, it hurt his credibility and the brand. So Preach would go out and say this.
You have to understand that I'm livid for a couple of reasons, right? Reason number one, there's a lot of people out there that do not want to talk about their, and sometimes it's your friends.
So Preach says he's livid because Abba is a very personal individual. He doesn't like to put his business out there. And it's wrong that people who don't want to open up are being forced to open up. And I thought that was an interesting take, because Preach is not addressing if Abba is wrong or not, if Abba was misusing this woman or not. His whole ideology is about protecting the fact that he's livid because Abba has to address this. He's not livid, though, that Abba put himself in this situation, which again, that's interesting from a moral authority. Like,
he's a grown damn man. I'm sure that's not his position to be worried about it, right? Shout out to Fa. I saw you earlier today in the Millionaire Morning Show. Shout out to what Anton said this morning. Fa says, Messy, I told you only sailors use condoms. Hashtag facts. Any sailors in the building? Any sailors in the building that can confirm or deny, not that I don't trust you, boo, that can confirm or deny as sailors, is that's what y'all do? Because I'm pretty sure that the military don't use condoms. That's why they got kids all over the place. And with my military family, they got kids all over the place. I'm just saying.
I've been preached.
He's right, you know.
But then he would say this.
This man doesn't even want to say about you. But since you're trying to frame him as something that he's not, now he's got to. Now he's got to talk about you.
Uncle Preach says he did not want to say anything about you. But since you want to frame him as something that he's not, now he got to put your business out there in the streets. Yeah, he had to do a drive-by. But Preach, there's a problem. You're right. Because Libby did try to frame him as something that he wasn't. And at the time that this video came out, guess what we didn't know?
It's only been 8 days. Technically, it's only been 8 days. It's up in here. I see you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
The allegations of the second baby mama in Switzerland. The allegations of a third unknown baby mama in North Carolina. And we haven't even gotten into the tea that I'm going to talk about today. So you're right. She didn't try to frame him as something that he wasn't, because he's actually worse than we thought. I mean, allegedly. Then he would
allegedly, but probably
come out and say this.
Abba and accountability is one.
Now, I actually saved his actual facial expression when he said it. Just look at Preach right now. Do you think that Preach actually believes this? And this is like, when he made this video, I was in complete support of Abba. But after really listening to Preach's video, the whole thing, it was a bunch of babbling and not making any sense and defending something that we all knew that couldn't be defended. But to Preach's credit, we did get a pretty good sound effect from the stream. Preach, you are a talented guy. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they actually did. YouTube is not the only place where a content creator can be exposed. A lot of people are on Instagram, including Abba and Preach. That's where the majority of their fan base reaches out to them, because on YouTube, you can't really DM anybody. People are typically on Instagram. That includes Abba's ex-girlfriend, Libby, who was on Instagram reposting something about Abba when somebody came to the comment section. And this young lady was named Azria the Amazon. Now, Azria the Amazon has a very peculiar Instagram. It's so
Azria the Amazon. So there's the Amazon, there's Libby, there's the next one, and y'all, not y'all, was saying that Abba is a SIMP, which he might be, but clearly he getting ass. I'm just saying, clearly he getting ass. All over the globe, allegedly. Lively Cuts, I appreciate you, boo. He said, Abba, I have an extra Magnum Raw pack because your pullout game is weak. But listen, y'all, there may be truth to what I said allegedly, that maybe the I got a low sperm count might be a line. I got a low sperm count might be a line, and it seems to be working. Now, I'm not saying that for y'all to use it. I'm just saying it seems to work. I'm just saying. Allegedly. Okay. Shout out to Nana. Thank you, boo. He said, creator support. I just sent all of my AdSense for the month. I just spent all my AdSense for the month. Thank you, hon. I know you're still over there doing some work. I appreciate you. Shout out to you and all the other content creators that are here. Come on, chat.
Provocative that we can barely show you any photos, because Azria the Amazon, at least at some point.
Let's find Azria the Amazon. Give me 1 second. Azria the Amazon. Ooh! Ooh! I don't know, y'all. Ooh! Lord help your people. Let me see what I can show you, child. Hold on. O'Shea is right. O'Shea is right. Oh my God. You know what? Let me give y'all the link. Just bring your ass back. Okay. I'm going to just give you the link. I can't do it. Here you go. This is Azria the Amazon. And O'Shea is right. Probably shouldn't bring it on up here. Let me see if it has a It says watch me work, but it does not say click the link to my booking information or whatever. But you open it right up. That first pin pic, nice ass though, nice ass. Anyway, all right, there you go. Anyway, moving on, child.
In her career was engaging in sex work, and from what I can see right now, she probably still may be, but she's a little different because she actually lives in Toronto, which is in the same country as Abba. Now, the other people were in different countries.
It says restricted. Yeah, that must be you. Of course, Kay got it. But yeah, it's open though. It is open. Pause.
You had Libby in California, Stephanie in Switzerland.
You know, there's titties and booties every day. See, titties and booties every day.
Which is in the same country as Abba. Now, the other people were in different countries. You had Libby in California, Stephanie in Switzerland, the unknown pregnant chick in North Carolina, and Azria the Amazon in Toronto. Now, all four of these ladies don't live in Montreal, which seems to be a dating strategy of Abba because he doesn't really want this close to home. He strategically spreads his women out so he doesn't get caught up. And that's pretty clever. But we'll get back to that in a minute. So she comments on Libby's profile and Libby messaged her. She says, Azria, I saw your comment. Can you please tell me what happened? And then she says, hi, darling. Yes, absolutely. Let me send you a link to the stream that I did with him. Ultimately, I asked him to remove it when I found out what type of person he was. Now, this is a stream called Abba Goes on a Live Date with a Sex Worker, Azria the Amazon, episode 1.
Abba goes on a date with a live date with an ex-worker, Azria the Amazon. Who the hell is this Bluefish person? And why was Abba even on here with 7 followers? Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I want the exclusive? Yes, of course. I'm not, listen, these tethers better know how to speak and I better be able to understand them because if not, I don't want it. But Bluefish, Abba, you was on Bluefish with 7 followers just to get a date with a live ex-worker. Tides is turning, child. The tides is turning.
I don't really want to play any clips from this video because they've taken it down. So, but anyways, here's a link to it if you want to check it out in the description or to the first comment.
I thought they took it down.
And basically they went on a live date. Then Libby says, Azria, there's a third girl that came out pregnant. And your comment on my page helped me a lot. So then Azria goes, oh my God, a third?
Damn.
Now, this is important. Libby says, I remember this interview. You're stunning. And Stephanie was also saying the same thing.
You're apostrophe
about you. So stop the show. This means that the women that Abba are sleeping with or dealing with have been big fans of his channel. And the Instagram page is how Abba is meeting some of these women and flying them out.
Oh, so he ain't doing nothing different than some of these other content creators, allegedly, that I've heard over the years. Allegedly. Not allegedly, but allegedly. You know what I'm saying. So you mean to tell me he doing the same damn thing as some of these other content creators? Woo! You know, people do use Instagram as a dating site. Yeah. Even YouTube. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Which is something that YouTubers or content creators really shouldn't do. I know it's hard not to do that, but like screwing your audience is a very, very bad thing.
Not screwing your audience. That's a good show title. Screwing your audience.
And like 99% of content creators do this, but I mean, it always comes back to bite you in the ass, and we're about to find out how. Azria says this. He acted like he was just a friend and he would push me to do my YouTube channel. Then one day he says that he had a dream about me, and then the flirting continued after that. Okay, so this is interesting because, you know, Abba, he criticizes Fresh and Fit for doing similar things. And, you know, he never said that he wouldn't simp, but it's hypocritical in a way that, you know, you're getting with all these girls.
He's definitely a hypocrite. I acknowledged that earlier today. He's definitely a hypocrite. And shout out to those that are already out here using Abba, Dabba, Do. Yes, I've already seen and heard it already. It don't take long, but you know, people don't give credit. That's okay. Because I'm always going to come up with something and somebody will be stealing it again.
In your inbox, and you and Myron and Fresh, you guys are all doing the same thing when you roast them for doing the same thing. But anyways, and then one day in July, I posted a new photo on my WhatsApp and he immediately was like, I want to see you. And it was so different from what he usually acts like. He got me a plane ticket that day.
Woo! Somebody got some money. He ain't even care about shopping for price. He said, I got a ticket for you, boo. Bring that ass that y'all just saw for those that saw.
And then he sent me his STD test without even asking. Like I wanted to have unprotected sex and he knew I was a sex worker. You know why he did that? He wanted to. Okay, so Abba out here trying to clap no condom. I mean, that's obvious. This is MO, okay? No condom.
Obviously.
So basically, you know, he letting everybody know that he ain't got that shit. Okay, so wow, but you never met him or whatever the hell she said there. No, because I was in Muskoka. I think he was upset that I was engaging in clap work still, even though I was supposed to see him on Tuesday. Damn.
So we're supposed to care that there's an ex-worker out here doing her job, and now there's supposed to be some morality around here. So all of a sudden there's supposed to be some morality around here with an ex-worker, especially if you've seen them pictures, child. And those are just the ones that Instagram allow. They're pretty risque. Now everybody's supposed to be, oh my God, oh my God, for reaching out for a person who does this work, who clearly was willing to pay for. Now listen, whether it makes sense or not, given, how it ended up now, at the time, let's just say at the time, okay, a known ex-worker that he already had an interview with or a date with on the internet still was around. They were still conversing with one another. She's still out here doing her work, her job. And so he went and said, let me hire you to do a job. Am I supposed to be outraged about that? Am I supposed to say, oh my God, how dare you hire someone for what they whoredom all 2026? Whores. She can call it what she wants. She's admitting it right here in these conversations. O'Shea just repeated it. Whores, okay?
And he sent me some message about how he needs to cancel because of his mental health. And he thinks he made a mistake or some BS like that. And I was like, no problem. But he played around with my mind like he wanted me to like him. And when I did like him, he turned it and flipped it on me. He wanted.
Oh, the poor whore got taken advantage of by Abba. Abba took advantage of the whore worker. And now it's not right. It's not fair because he took advantage of me. Oh my God. This again.
Me, and then he rejected me. And then when I thought it was weird the way he was acting, he said he's not ready for a relationship. And I was like, what the F? I never said anything about a relationship. I was just trying to figure out what the change was. He's such a gaslighter, and it was messing with my head.
Oh, Abba's a gaslighter, and it was messing with the whore. So Abba was messing with her head, and she, as a whore, didn't know how to leave it, get out of it, don't talk to him, block him. She was all unable to do none of that. And it's all his fault. Abba has surpassed Anton. Sorry, Anton. I heard what Anton had to say today. Let me tell you right now. Abba has surpassed Anton. Sorry, Anton. Good luck to you, though. Good luck to you. I'm sure the Anton hate community will continue on with you. But I think Abba is about to overtake he's already overtaken all of that.
Now, this is important because
he out here dealing with actual whores. They just think that's what you was doing, Chad. Allegedly. No shade against, what's her name, child? Mika.
I'm not trying to say that all women in sex work are like delusional or dysfunctional, but there are some who are. And if Abba is using his master of manipulation on a woman who is...
Now, O'Shea, seriously.
Basically involved in sex work because she's dysfunctional, especially if he would know that and wanted her to stop the sex work, but he's playing around with her mind. It does, or it could change the opinion of people. I'm not saying that's what happened, but whatever. So this lady goes, wow, this is honestly.
Does that change y'all's opinion of this situation, Bueller? It could be something that was wrong with her mentally, and he took advantage of her because of the way that he was manipulating her. It could change some people. Does that change y'all's opinion, Bueller? Or is she a willing participant in the shit, just like Libby is a willing participant in the shit? But now all of a sudden people want to play the woman card. Oh my God, poor baby. He's such a manipulator. It's not their fault. He's such a gaslighter. It's not their fault. Really, O'Shea? Really? Okay.
It's shocking what happened after. And this is in July 2021. So I messaged him and said, remove the interview. I don't want any part of any connection with him on this channel. And then he did that. That man is sick in the head. So then once
that man is sick in the head, and yet y'all continue to deal with him. How is that?
Abba was getting exposed. This young lady who had her feelings hurt, she just wanted the video removed. Then you see Libby saying he lied so much about the stream, the screenshots. I won't even really read that much. Let's get into the tea here. So the young lady says, listen, I'm so sorry you've been through this. And unfortunately, he has an audience that are very similar to the Fresh and Fit audience. It's like a cult. Now everything got to be a cult. But as they're all following them and all these women,
Does that mean that the people that subscribe to them are in a cult too? Always got to be all this bullshit that don't make no sense whatsoever. Now it's a cult.
This is what happens here, okay? Libby introduced something that's important.
Hold on. Did you see that comment? This one comment, she said, and unfortunately, he has an audience that are very similar to the Fresh and Fit audience. It's like a cult.
This is what happens.
This response says, it's so true. No one is even willing to hear me out. He is a propagandist. Is there anything else you've experienced? So when you this is the same shit, different bitch, y'all. If you don't do what we want, you don't do it how we say, you don't do it when we want you to, then you are the problem. Say I'm lying. So now some dude, which in this case is Abba, didn't do what they wanted when they wanted, and now everybody else is the problem. None of these heifers are responsible for anything that they do. They're just innocents here, y'all. They're just the innocents here, y'all. It's not their fault. Frontal lobe has not been developed. I mean, you know how to be a whore, but frontal lobe is not developed. I mean, you do know how to schedule an AB, cancel one, schedule an AB, cancel one, go here, go there, say this, say that. But poor thing. And then the job that she does, yes, it's not their fault. It's all Abba's fault. See, this is the shit that I be looking at, regardless of what other people be looking at. This is no different than the rest. It's just that there's people who got their personal feelings against Abba, just like the people that had their personal feelings against Anton. And so they're going to be like, go, go, go. Oh my God. How could no one see this? Because we're not personally involved like you are. When you're personally involved, you're only going to see it the way you want to see it because you want that person to, you want to get revenge on that person, or you want to take that person down for what they did to you. They ain't do nothing to me. I don't know about you. They ain't do nothing to me. He ain't do shit to me. Even though I think I'm pregnant by you, okay? I think I'm pregnant by you too. All right. I will take a payoff though. But anyway. Now it's the same old shit. Tethers are the same. Tether biatches are the same. And there's several of these tethers who are showing and proving they ain't no different. You do what I say, the way that I say, or I'm going to take you down one way or another. And that's what's happening here. Is Abba innocent? Absolutely not. However, we're not going to ignore that this is the same old play that the rest of these biatches do. It is the same damn thing. It's the same old, you not going to, I'm going to tell you, you not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. You not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'm going to tell you. You're not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. Shout out to Ashy Foot in the building. I appreciate you, boo. Another tether. Shout out to all the tethers. Even these crazy ones involved here, chat. Man, I tell you, us tethers sure do know how to break a woman's heart. Ask Kendra, who admitted recently I was her last one to Lagos lap dance on her. Kendra Gilliam. Good old Kendra Gilliams. I cannot. That's too funny. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, boo. She said, because Abba said, you know, Abba said, Abba, Daba, do, said. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Other people looking at it from the way they look at it. I'm looking at it the way I look at it. As different bitch, same shit.
Here, okay? Libby introduced something that's important. There was a girl that reached out to me in January. Abba went to London. This was when he had blocked me completely and had decided on the abortion calls.
These tethers sure do believe in Roe v. Wade now, don't they? These tethers sure do believe in Roe v. Wade, don't they?
I didn't hear from him in 3 weeks. While I was suffering every day about the pregnancy, he was worried about seeing a random woman out in London. Now, here is the terrible thing. Hey there, I don't want to upset you, but I feel I should tell you something that I hope will stay between you and I. Just trying to be a girl's girl. I'm watching your YouTube video. You're talking about how Abba accused you of cheating on him because of your Instagram pics or something. You say in the YouTube video that during the month of Feb, you were still trying to see where things went. I was with Abba in London on the 30th of January.
But Libby broke up with him on January the 12th. Oh! Hello. January the 12th is when she broke up with him, called him 3 hours later and said, oh my God, I want to talk about them. I guess O'Shea don't know, maybe. I don't know. My fave, thank you, boo. He said, Abba better keep his tethery hands off my messy. I'm already pregnant. Black, not a tether. 54, child. Seemingly impossible because he got a low sperm count. I got my tubes tied. This is a miracle. Abba, we can make this work. We can make millions off of this. Call me, boo. Just call me, okay? I'm just saying. So I guess O'Shea thinks he's learned something here.
And it wasn't a good experience. I hope you're well, and I wish you all the best.
Oh, so she's trying to say that the all that good loving wasn't good. Oh well. What do y'all say? He's still fucked. That's what y'all would say, right?
So the girl goes, holy S. That's what he always does. He turns it around to make it seem like he's such an amazing man and he's just so handsome and intelligent that women go crazy for him. What does those messages have to do with this behavior? Absolutely nothing. But he knows that his audience are a bunch of idiots. He's doing it for them. And he's desperate right now. He's disgusting. He didn't back down and he got desperate and he made himself look like garbage even more. And I believe you about the text messages. With that Daisy situation, he cropped the message to look a certain way. But when you go to her channel, she sells everything. Wait a minute. I gotta do a deep dive. Abba was gonna screw Daisy. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We're gonna go back to that. But again, let's get back to this video. Rich came after
another video, I'm sure.
Myron for sticking up for Fresh, even though Fresh was in the wrong. And Preach said this.
No matter what the fuck up is, you have to throw accountability out the door. It's no longer accountability. Because no matter what happens, no matter this, no matter that, I'm gonna have your back no matter what. All that, the accountability is out the door.
He's like, look, if you're defending the guy in the wrong, you don't have any accountability. It is clear from what I can see and why I do like Abba and Preach. Preach is doing the same thing. And I think that it's really unfair to Preach because maybe he didn't know. I believe Preach is a married man. I believe he doesn't have these same issues. And Abba is just making Preach stand there with him when he's doing all of these things. So now we have a total of 5 women now. And I think this is concerning.
6.
Because again, Abba is a very smart guy and he thought that he wouldn't get caught. But again, I want to tell you guys, when you're a black man, and you guys say it's not always about race. Yes, this is about race. This is concerning. You have a black Ethiopian man who is living in Canada and he's dealing with all these women who are from the West. Western women, right? And these women, they're gonna. Are
they Western women? They're all tethers. What is he talking about? We're Western women in the United States, right? These people are from all over the fucking globe. These are tethers. What's he talking about?
They're gonna expose you when you're doing something wrong, and they have everything and all the leverage on their hand.
So really, what you're saying, O'Shea, is what I said the other day: is all women basically gonna do the same shit regardless of where they come from? I mean, I didn't say every woman, but child. They clearly doing the same thing. They are not from here. She from the Philippines. She's just living in the United States, which is why she was talking about getting a fucking visa. Then there's the other one that's from Switzerland. Child, I don't know where the rest of these people are from. The other one is in Canada as well. What is he talking about? Come on now.
And I think it's a dumbass thing to do, as if he was not going to get caught. You got 3 chicks allegedly pregnant in 6 months. So the question is, what was he doing in 2024, 2025, 2023? How many women did he block that he actually had pregnant? If he did this in 6 months, what has he done in the last decade since Abba and Preach have been a thing? I believe that Abba's credibility is shot. It's done now. Because other women are going to come out and talk about this, and it won't be pretty. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Yes, that means O'Shea is going to have another video. Of course, we already know, right? I guess that storm was over that quick. All right, so let me go to, oh no, not this Instagram page, child. No. Let's go back and finish this video, and then we got to see what CGA said today, because of course he had a lot to say, a completely different perspective.
4 hours of breaking up with me, she was already emailing people. I said, hey, listen, this is what I prefer because you keep changing your mind, but do whatever you want. Where's the forcing? But she knew what she was doing. She's not there asking these YouTubers for advice on, how would these YouTubers know me? Why would you ask random YouTubers who I've never met in my life about advice about me? That's not what she was doing. She was already going out there to spread some salacious story about Abba forcing a woman. This goes on for about a couple days, and then the call happens. You can feel however you want about the call. Me personally, I'm not proud of the call, but I'm not ashamed either. If you listen to that call, what that call is somebody who's at the end of their ropes after being blackmailed, after being harassed, after being asked to be left alone and not being told I can, after going through the multiple suicide attempts to keep me in the relationship I tried to leave so many times, after threatening to kill her, I'll kill the child, LOL. So after all of this.
And then even in the phone call, you just hear him saying, like, I'm harassing him, I'm stalking, and I'm a parasite.
All the harassment he's referring to happened within 2 days.
Yeah.
It's 2025 December, which is not consistent with her claim that it only happened in January 2026. You're gonna see this goes on for a long time. And then it culminates with a call to the San Jose police, which is where she lived at the time. And so I had to call the cops on her because she was threatening to off herself again. This is in 2026. You can see all the different calls. So this is February.
Which were the 4 phone numbers. And I think my cousin also again tried to contact him the next day, which was one of the same phone numbers. And the Abba and Preach page and Preach 3 days later. but there wasn't any other time that I tried to contact him.
Oh, forget all those times, child. After all that, there was no more times after that. Girl, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I don't care. I said it, I meant it. Child, I cannot see. Hold on a second, child. John T. Cooper, thank you, hun. Many men play the game, and in the end, it's still the same exact play. Forever the man and never her. She's a 3 to 5 year victim with children involved. Now he's a narcissist and abuser, blah, blah, blah. Exactly, which is why I don't understand how so many of these people that have been saying this exact thing for all the years that I've been here, now all of a sudden with this one, it's like, oh my God, that poor thing. No, she know what she's doing. There is no that poor thing in this at all. None of them. We got her with her whole computer dedicated to Abba, Daba, Do. Then you got the ex-worker with her ass all over. Great credibility, chat. Great credibility. Then you got the, Swedish woman who, of course, she had a Roe v. Wade as well. So he just manipulates everybody. There's no responsibility for any of these adults that took the plane to get there, that got into bed and did all those things that Libby wrote, woof, woof, and copped to. But all poor women, all poor women. Oh my God. Oh my God. At the end of the day, that woman wants that man. And I don't know about right now, but at that point, she wanted that man. And that was it. And that was all. And she's another same old biatch who allegedly is a woman scorned because she said she wanted this. He said you ain't getting it. And now it turns into all this. Is he wrong? Plenty of times he's wrong. And he's definitely a hypocrite. I said that. I meant that. He's definitely a hypocrite with everything that he went through. People talking about him, I don't give a fuck about none of that, okay? Because we're going to keep talking about him if it's good enough to talk about. I don't give a fuck. But what we not going to do over here is act like she gets absolved just because she's a fucking woman and because she may have been pregnant and because she may have gotten an AB. She over here with her soft voice. I don't give a fuck about that either. Women need to grow the fuck up and make decisions that are good for their situations instead of staying in something and showing that you stayed in something and showing that you kept wanting something and showing that you kept trying to get something and then turn around and act like you was put upon. He ain't make you make that call 3 hours after you broke up with him. But we're supposed to be like, oh, Abba, you talked to her wrong. Fuck, hang up the fucking phone. Dude, I know we don't have those phones from the 80s and shit. You know you can end a fucking phone call. You know you can hang the fuck up. You know you didn't have to call. You know if something is not doing you well that you don't have to be there. She trying to make it seem like he just pulled her in and kept her in or whatever, especially if he's so damn sloppy. Now, I don't know if she knew how sloppy he was back then. I don't give a fuck. The point is, you willingly went out there to Canada. You willingly slept with him. You willingly slept with him unprotected. I have no sympathy for none of them. None. Grow the fuck up. Where's all this outrage for all these bitch-ass, grown-ass women teachers taking down y'all sons that are minors? Where all that outrage at? Because you know we never hear that shit. It's always grown-ass bitches that people trying to give fucking grace to. You ain't getting no grace over here. Fuck that. Especially with a fucking ex-worker who knows how to put that ass on out there to get them damn views or whatever the fuck it is she looking for, that's willingly saying that she's an ex-worker. Now I'm supposed to, oh my God, Abba, you as a man, you wanted to have sex? Oh my God. Oh my God. News at 11. These are allegedly women of the world, I guess, because they come from different places. Allegedly, I don't know. Now because this is the same damn thing as with Anton. It is the same damn thing. Now it's this whole other sector that's going to be the Abba hate sector. And they're going to say that, well, you're just in a cult. Well, motherfucker, then call me in a cult. I don't give a shit about none of that. Y'all don't know how to be fair because you got issue with him. That's personal for your reasons. I don't have a personal issue with him. But I also wouldn't stay in a fucking relationship that didn't serve me well. If I didn't like a motherfucker to yell at me, I wouldn't be there. Just like if I don't want a motherfucker to knock me between the washer and the dryer, I wouldn't be there. But you bitches stay in these dumbass situations, and just like with tonight's conversations, you say one thing over here, and then you show and prove over here that you are full of shit based off of you and you alone. And ain't nobody forcing you to do shit. You decided that's where you wanted to be. You decided that you want to tell somebody, some man, that man, or whoever, to come through here and do whatever and be whatever you want them to be when you have no fucking leverage at the end of the day. And it don't work. So now all of a sudden you got to air him out, which is the same thing that Meg Thee Stallion did. And these bitches fell right in line with her. The funny part about this is while there might be a few bitches that are falling in line, there's a lot of ninjas that's falling in line behind this shit. Red pill. Manosphere, provider mint. We gonna tell these women that happen to be falling right behind her for whatever reason. Shout out to Jay Gray. I appreciate you. He said, "Oh, your hairline look like an island." Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. I cannot with you. Don't start. Don't start. Shout out to the game. DBO is back. Thank you, boo. Yes, it takes two to tango, and everyone knew what they were doing. Grow up is the exact thing that needs to be said. There's so many people that are trying to act like this is just they've been so taken advantage of. Not one thing do I hear that makes me say, oh, you were taken advantage of. No, you did what you wanted to do. You was where you wanted to be. You did it all them damn ways. That's Testing. Can you hear me? Okay. The power went out, of course, because of this storm. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I don't even know where the damn remote is to my second screen, so I'm gonna have to suffer through. My bad, my bad, my bad. I'm back. Let me get this straight and go back to the screen share. I don't know what the hell I was talking about, but where are we at? Oh, here we go. Let me let this play while I figure out how to get where my remote is, get my other monitor on. It's supposed to be a thunderstorm here until like bad thunderstorms until like I think at least 9 o'clock. I don't know if they extended it or not. So that's what's going on. And it got me. But no issues other than that. All right. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. My apologies.
This is in 2026. You can see all the different calls. So this is February.
Which were the 4 phone numbers. And I think my cousin also again tried to contact him the next day, which was one of the same phone numbers. And the Ab and Preach page and preached 3 days later. But there wasn't any other time that I tried to contact him.
These are many Instagram accounts. This is some of the profiles. I had to block a whole bunch. She had a lot of Instagrams. Okay, so these are blackmail threats. She began texting me through a lot of different people. You know, she after recorded some of the stuff. She's
no, nobody sees any of this, y'all. This can be ignored because you know she's just a woman. She's just a poor woman, and he took advantage of her. Let me see. She contacted random people on Instagram. She's going to his known enemy. She threatened to, and she admitted it. Threatened to go to Myron, and using all those different people to call. Well, it was only these 3 or 4 people. Well, why were those people calling to begin with? Nobody sees any of that. It's poor women, same shit, different bitch. Poor women's. Oh, is that what they going with? Is that what y'all going with? All right.
To send it to Myron Gaines. She would use this weird app that would generate more numbers than I could delete. So the numbers you're seeing here are just the tip of the iceberg. There's actually more text messages. She's been contacting me as recently as last week from a new Instagram she had just made recently. Yeah, the idea that she only did it for 2 days is a flat out lie. That's when you hear me on that call. Yeah, I was upset. Was I upset on that call? Absolutely. Was I absolutely insensitive and mean? Yes. But why was I mean? And I think this is part of the gender bias that I see with a lot of the coverage.
So she's still making Instagram accounts to contact him. And that's just okay. That's normal. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem, right? Okay.
Because I know for damn sure if a woman had decided to keep the child or maybe even have the abortion, and the man who told her that she can do it alone then began harassing her, began blackmailing her, demanding, there's not a damn person on this planet who's about to get on these interwebs and start calling her out for how she responds on that call. There's definitely a gendered bias. Absolutely. The way people have glossed over all her harassment and blackmail, the way people have glossed over her threats of self-harm, her manipulative tactics to keep me in the relationship when I try to end things, her threats to kill the child. When people judge the call, I don't mind because it is wrong what I was saying. After being told that your partner was going to kill the child dozens of times, holding that shit over you to control you, to me.
Oh, you remember that too. You know, I'm going to KILL. I'm going to KILL the baby, laugh out loud. I'm going to KILL. Oh, yeah, that's how people talk. Usually it's I'm going to AB. I'm going to, Roe v. Wade. We're going to, terminate, not KILL. But that's normal, child. Oh, that's normal, child. She's all normal, all through and throughout.
And I really felt that by the end of the relationship, and that's why I was pretty good with it. She didn't want to have the child. She could talk about my values were to keep the baby or whatever. She had the abortion. I had no say in it. She ended up having it on her own. I ended up finding out February 5th that she actually had the abortion. She tells me that she's had it on January 23rd. Yeah, I guess there's a narrative that I was just so heartbroken by the whole thing that I just became angry because she didn't want me. Bro, I don't know what this girl wanted. You know, she says this whole relationship was horrible, so I had to end it. He was so horrible to me and he treated me like garbage. And so that's why I'm ending the relationship and I'm keeping the baby. Like, I don't want to move to Montreal and deal with that. And so I'm like, all right, then, go keep the baby, do your thing. She ends up getting the abortion anyways. And then she wants to move to Montreal after the abortion.
The last thing I want to do is be inconcerned. I keep doing that. I mentioned that I said today about quitting my job and everything because that's how I felt about it. The everything and how I felt about it was moving up here. And I reference it at the bottom because I say, you're saying you want to quit everything and want to move here, followed by the issue is, and then we start going to other stuff. I'm like, you're not moving here. Like, this doesn't make sense. This whole claim that I was cheating is nonsense. Libby herself said that things in February weren't together. That's in her own video.
That month of February, we weren't together.
But
that's because you broke up January the 12th. Hello. You broke up January the 12th and you called him 3 hours later. We heard you. So when O'Shea was like, January the 30th, they were still broken up. And she says that during that phone call.
Ended January 9th or 10th. She's only now claiming that we were together so that she can use the fact that I was talking to different people. But at the end of the day, if I'm a single man,
No, you gentlemen are supposed to mourn for years over these women. Gentlemen, you're supposed to mourn for months and years, and you're supposed to call them back. I'm telling you that this is what the problem is, y'all. I'm telling you. With Libby anyway. I don't know about these other whores, but with Libby anyway, and let me toss in an allegedly, it's the typical shit. You played this game. I don't want you no more. And he said, okay. And that was not what she was expecting. It was horrible from the first month, remember? And it was worse and worse and worse. And yet after an alleged pregnancy and an alleged AB, he still didn't want you. And he's like, cool. Because he had already gone on to all these people that you now found out about. And now it's like, you're not going to do this to me. That's typical. It don't matter where they come from. It's the same typical bullshit. They are trying to control, to be in control, to be over top, do what I say, when I say, how I say, all that. All that. That's exactly what it was. And it didn't go the way that she wanted it to. So she was just like, oh, well, then that's why, in my opinion, she's doing all this. So now she's trying to think that she's going to mess with 2.26 million followers and get her way this way. I forgot the light was out. And I'm going to leave it out because it's hot. She's going to get her way this way, and it's not working. And that's why it's like, oh, his fans are idiots. They're a cult. So you think that insulting 2.26 million people is the right thing to do? And then to do it to however many Fresh and Fit has, because they're in the 1+ million as well. So you think that's the best thing that you should be doing? All right, girl, keep on. All over a man that don't want you. So is this abnormal? I mean, yes, it's abnormal, but in the grand scheme of how biatches do when somebody don't want them no more, is it abnormal? It's typical. It's the same old shit, different bitch.
All right. I will say one of the big L's I take for sure. When I found out about the Instagram, she claims that it's only from February onward. I don't know. I think what was bothering me about the Instagram was the feeling that I just gone through something really crazy with this person, but I was okay with it, or like I didn't really have any ill feelings towards her, mostly because I thought she was a stand-up person. And I think when I realized that she was lying to me about what she was up to, I just felt like the whole relationship, she was fraudulent to me because who she presented herself to be was just not real. But still, at the end of the day, still not L's not my business. So fast forward to 2026 after.
So, and like I say any other time, going through all this, slashing the tires, calling the mama, calling the daddy, following, what they typically do around in the US of A. Is this supposed to make him say, you know what? You're the girl of my dreams. And now I've realized that after you've caused all this chaos, they really think that this is supposed to get them to come back. Different bitch, no thought process, no thought about future, no thought about what you're actually doing. Sometimes you just got to take your L and shut the fuck up. Nope. They're going to tell ya because they want to be in control, and they're going to be believed. Now, what this is supposed to do to Abba, I don't know.
After ending things with Libby, that's when I meet Kiara. So with Kiara, after talking for a few weeks, we meet up. She ends up getting pregnant, wants to keep it. I'm supportive.
Kiara, she black. Now Kiara is pregnant after a few weeks. Wow. Somebody don't have no low sperm Y'all, somebody don't have no low sperm count. Allegedly.
Despite her offering for me to disappear and not be involved, I had never blocked her after finding out she was pregnant. She just ended up having a miscarriage. You know, it really affected her. And read.
She just ended up having a miscarriage, y'all. She just ended up having a miscarriage. After 2 weeks, that low sperm count got somebody pregnant. A few weeks, let me say a few weeks. And then miraculously, there was a miscarriage. Abba is just the luckiest man alive, child. He just happens to be the luckiest man alive.
The screen text on here, you know, I don't have to be part of this pregnancy if I don't want to, but I always told her I would be. I would be supportive. There's a couple positive things about me right here. And yeah, you know, from that moment, we talked pretty regularly. She'd have her medical appointments because she was having some health issues and bleeding, and I was talking to her the whole time. Yeah, so the whole idea that I would get someone pregnant and just abandon them is not true. There's a couple positive things about me right here. So in 2021, I meet Azria at the Amazon. When I say I meet, I mean we collabed online. We did a stream together. She would ask me for advice about different things. We talk about her lives.
Oh, the ex-worker.
This is cool. There'd be some flirting here and there. So yeah, 2 times when she visited Montreal, she wanted to meet up. I said no, so we just didn't meet up. Second time, we were both seriously considering meeting up, and we never met up. Nothing happened between us. Early on, she tried visiting Montreal, and I'm actually coming tomorrow morning. What area you in? You can ignore me. And I said, I will, don't worry. Now, might seem harsh, but we're joking. So now we're in the final act, okay? Here's what happens. She's obviously wanting things, and I go, and then she replies to me with something that's really weird. She says, I could have easily fucked you over and said you brought me on your show just to fuck me. Mind you, we never met up once. We didn't share nudes, nothing. And I was like, oh shit, this went left real quick. And she goes, I didn't go left at all. I'm like, you've been saying this is just light and not serious at all forever, which she did. She would say this very often. In my head, I'm like, well, why would you threaten to blackmail me? And so I said to her, now this is weird. Please don't be texting me going forward. I prefer it. Yeah, just cut contact, and I haven't spoken to her since, even though since then she's contacted me a few times or tried to. Lady, we never met up. Nothing happened between us. So in 2022,
I wonder if she's pregnant by Abba, even though they didn't meet up, because you know it just happens through the air or something, through the text messages, through the WhatsApp.
23. That's when I meet Steffi, who lives out in Switzerland. We only met up one time, and then we cut contact. I didn't hear from her until many, many months later, and that is when she tells me that she was both pregnant and had an abortion.
Any tether women around, Bueller? Do we have any tether women in the crowd, Bueller? Because I'm trying to understand. Y'all believe in Roe v. Wade's like that? Child, it sounds like y'all believe in Roe v. Wade's more than the color community does, child. That's all y'all do is have ABs.
Was it mine? Was I involved? I have no idea. That's what she claimed. And all I did was assuming she was telling the truth, and I consoled her, okay? And the reason why I say that is like, during that long period where we had no contact, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's up to. Me and her had reconnected a second time. And when we met up again, I find out that she's in a relationship. I told her, if we're going to do anything, you got to be single. Yeah, even though she was in this relationship, she was definitely being flirty. And she writes the message, I'm kind of in the process of ending a relationship. I want to say it has been drawn out for logistical reasons, but really the reasons are deeply banal. Français, c'est banal. Like birthdays, family events, finding a good, respectful moment or whatever. That said, I'm loyal. I don't want to become a pre-cheating cliche, and neatly pivoting into seeing someone new 3 seconds later strikes me as spiritually cheap. But I say fair.
Oh, she's not a cheater, y'all. Not at all.
I wouldn't support you cheating either. So no worries. I want you to be good regardless. And she goes, you wouldn't cheat with me? No. In her defense, I think that last line is her being funny.
Poor women.
But yeah, she was definitely being flirtatious. She sent me a picture of him and her together, which I thought was so odd, considering that we'd already been involved in the past, me and her before. So, you know, kudos to her, I guess. Yeah, she wanted to be casual. She kind of intimated to me that. So the second reason why I'm not very trusting of this person, when me and her cut off contact the final time where I decided not to.
Sorry. Sheesh. gonna switch over to sorry y'all, I'm gonna switch over to Coach anyway, because he's kind of going into where CGA was. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Shout out to CGA. So his title was Abba admits second pregnancy and threatens lawsuit. So there's allegedly breaking news. There's a pending lawsuit, y'all. All right, which I did not know about. But y'all need to go back and watch this show from today, because he like tries show and prove how the manosphere are full. The manosphere men are a bunch of gays, and they act gay, and it was very interesting. It was definitely very interesting. Anyway.
How much evidence do you fucking need? God dang. What's wrong with you, gay ass manosphere insect? Okay. He just made a video responding to this. Okay. There's his new video. As you can see here, I'll pull it up. He says, final response to all this. Why is this important? Well, Abba has spent the better part of nearly.
Oh, I didn't see that part. That was the final response. I don't know. I think there'll be more.
30 minutes talking about Libby, which I'm going to say. He's providing receipts and evidence about Libby. Now, I am going to take this and say, I am not going to go through what he was going through with Libby. The video itself is nearly 37 minutes long. He spent 29 minutes of it talking about Libby, which to me, I don't care about Libby. Both of them are in love with each other. Both of them had a relationship, a short-term relationship where they fell in love with each other. And that's all I can explain it as. I've been there, done that. I know what that feels like. He's in his mid-30s. She's in her early 30s. They both fell in love and fell out of love, and they're in their feelings. And so Libby's doing a campaign against him, and she's trying to bring in other women to validate her crazy-ass claims. I've already said she's suspect herself. And Abba's out here trying to defend it, but he doesn't look great either. Both of them look bad. I think he can admit that. But what I said was, as a man, once you have this, your behaviors with women are going to all come up against you, and you're going to have more women come out, which I don't think that he did a good job of admitting that this is the problem. In my opinion, he got a red pill, and he can't admit that. He needs to admit that the things he criticized about the so-called red pill space to make money, he can admit that. He now is experiencing in broad daylight. As a piece of more evidence, may I submit this? He is.
So like I said, he's definitely a hypocrite. He's definitely a hypocrite with regard to how he acted to Dark Fit and Daisy, and what they went through, and how he talked about it, and that's fine. How many times does O'Shea talk about 55 million and one things, right? Whatever. I'm not saying that O'Shea acts like he's high moral type person. I'm not saying that. Abba with all of his, you should never, and then he ends up doing the same thing. Hypocrite to the end. Abso-fucking-lutely. However, that doesn't change the fact that these biatches is crazy. And Libby is at the top of that damn list. And given that he talked about, meaning CGA today, about manosphere men acting gay, it's like, oh, well, no wonder y'all are falling for it, because technically what your talking points are, you shouldn't be falling for this. Maybe he's got something. Maybe he's right about something today. He's right about plenty. Shout out to CGA. But I'm just saying he could be right? If you were there, I don't know if y'all were there. Big Boy, thank you. Big Boy was there. I heard you. Big Boy was there. He said, what man records himself touching it and then sends it to women? Is that what women like? I forget what he called it today. Goonin? I think he called it goonin. I'll be learning all over this internet. All right. So listen, are we going to act like people don't record and send things to one another? Is that what we're going to act like today? Are we going to act like this today? Gentlemen. Really?
Made a career out of dissing people in the red pill space. So let me show you this. I just put Abba and Preach, Walter and Fresh. Look at what's come up. Video 1, video 2, video 3. He's got Fresh with a clown wig on. Video 4, video 5, even with the victim that he interviewed. Video 6, video 7.
Oh yeah, he made some money.
Video 8, that's the one we're going to review. Video 9.
Goodbye.
Video 10.
Goodbye.
Video 11. That's Spencer. Video 12, video 13, video 14, video 15, video 16, video 17, video 18, video 19, video 20, video 21.
I would never.
Video 22.
Shouldn't it be no?
Video,
I would
that's
never.
Steven. That's another red pill guy.
We know you wouldn't do it now because you're married, but I'm just saying. So y'all really up here trying to act like y'all ain't done no videos for nobody with bodies and shared shit. Come on, y'all. Please stop this.
But apparently dating coach. Video 24. Video 25. Video 26. Video 27. Video 28. Video 29. 30. 31. 32. See, look, when people are saying, why do people keep talking about Abba? Can we sweep this under the rug? Can we let this go? Well, in my opinion, if you feel that way, why didn't you let it go when he kept making videos on Fresh and Fit? If you feel that way, why didn't you let it go when he kept making videos about Walter and the Chinese woman? You know why? He was making money and it was fine.
All tethers. This is all tether bullshit. Americans, FBAs, all the other names. We good. They the crazy ones. We are good. It's them. Look at all this. Dark fit, Daisy, light fit, light skin fit, Abba, Lily, Libby, child, whatever her name is, and all the rest of them. Tethers, Americans, FBAs, we good. We are good. They are the problem. They probably influenced us, and that's why all these biatches act the way they do is because of the tethers. I'm just saying. Allegedly. Shout out to Dane. I appreciate you. He said Greg auditioning for a Just for Men beard commercials. Yeah, don't he look good? Shout out to CGA. That beard look good. He looks good. Always. I was going to say he had the Knicks on. I don't know if Kofi is here, but it's the New York Yankees.
Because you didn't like Walter. We can agree on that. If you felt a certain way about Fresh and Fit and Walter, this certainly was an opportunity for him to capitalize on it. Capitalize on Myron, create internet beef, and make over 100 videos. Which is content creation. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with people saying, okay, let's let this shit go. Let's stop talking about it. Why we keep bringing it up? Huh? Are you...
Who's saying not to talk about it? Who? Oh, child, we're going to talk about it if it's... Listen, I'm not going to sit there and go through all them bitches' videos where they're incoherent, I don't understand them, and I can't fast forward it. I'm not doing that. That's just me. But, child, if it's going to be crazy like this mess that I heard that he's about to talk about, yeah, we definitely got to talk about it. But, child, we going to call balls and strikes, okay? Because ain't no way that some of these manosphere people are sitting up here trying to act like Lily is, why do I keep calling her that? Libby is some damn innocent around here. Ain't no way. Shall we go back to the text messages from, I think, Saturday? Woof, woof. We ain't forget. Shout out to Romello. I see you, boo. I appreciate you being a member for 15 months. He said tether on tether crime, but crime is down, child. Tether on tether crime. I like that. Crime is down. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. Come on, coach.
Serious? You can't be serious, nigga. When I got 4 to 5 women coming out either lying or telling the truth about this individual, there was only one woman that came out against Fresh. Only one. I mean, there were other women that made him look bad and shit, but there was only one woman that Fresh got involved with. There's multiple of him, and we're trying to do what? Oh, let's get over this. Why do you keep bringing it up? Why? Because you like Abba, and I get it. But let's call out the hypocrisy of the space and people. You like Abba, you don't want to see him get shitted on, and you think Libby's crazy. You hated Fresh, and the Chinese woman, Daisy, was crazy, but y'all kept talking about Fresh.
Did we talk about Fresh or dark fit? I don't know, maybe once or twice, but yeah, I don't care. Because I could hardly understand that tether either. That woman, the way she was talking about the baby, remember the baby, if you was here, the baby. I was like, girl, shut up. You know, people get on my nerves quick. I was told I have no patience, child, not for no foolishness. I can't understand you. I can't fast forward. No, I'm not sitting here listening to this.
They took one story and made 100 videos on it. Come on, bro. Don't tell me to stop talking about this or anybody else to stop talking about this. That's my point. And so he needs to get a red pill from this. He can't just learn, oh, we need to this is my final response. No, this ain't your final response. This ain't. Because you got 5 women allegedly claiming something against you. 5. Now, I think all 5 of the women probably didn't prove their case, but there's something there. Even he admits, yes, he got the second woman pregnant. So there's reckless behavior. There's no protection. Not to say that I'm innocent either. And not to say that they can't make videos about me. Not to say that what? Okay. Not to say that what? No, nothing that's gonna happen. None of these women can come out against me. It's part of the game. That's why people have been trying to tell them, hey, what goes around comes around. You're talking about Fresh, but guess what? This can come around and get you too. And somebody said they got on Donovan Sharp. They got on what's the brother's name? I can't remember his name, but he's been in the space for a long time. Darius. They got on Donovan Sharp. They got on Anton Daniels. They've been made a career out of roasting people repeatedly for similar mistakes. Myron, all the way across the board, making multiple videos. Y'all couldn't wait till the video dropped.
O'Shea is rich off of all of that he just named. O'Shea is rich off of all that he just named, child.
Now all of a sudden y'all like, oh, this is over. Libby's crazy. We need to stop talking about it. Oh, it's different. I don't think so. To the point where I think he is not literally facing the music here. He's not being real and authentic. So before we start, let's talk about this. He's still hiding information, and then people are trying to take the gloves off. Oh, let's just stop talking about it. After woman comes out claiming something happened. So this is the second woman that he has now admitted, yep, she did get pregnant. Now people are saying they don't believe these women are pregnant. They got pregnant. I don't necessarily believe it either, but that's not the point. I didn't believe the Asian woman was pregnant with Fresh. I believe she lied or some shit. But listen, I didn't see enough videos to get but Albert admits that
the American women have been influenced by all these tethers. That's what happened. American biatches, I'm giving y'all a pass today. It's not your fault.
it could have been true that he did get her pregnant. I'll show you the evidence. But this woman is now claiming Abba has now harassed her with a legal letter that he sent to not just her, but her entire company.
Abba sent a legal letter to this girl. This is the Switzerland girl, if I'm not mistaken. A legal letter. So now he wanted, didn't I say that involved the law a long time ago? Now he just, now after girl number 5, it looks like he wants to enlist the law.
Her entire company. And somebody says, I thought Myron and CJ were cool. Hey, that's your problem. They brought Myron up. I didn't. All right. I didn't want to show you Myron's bullshit. They forced me to. Blame the red pill incels. Don't blame me. Let's continue. Because I was just going to keep it what it was, and y'all could have just agreed with me, but y'all forced my hand. But fuck y'all niggas. Don't act like there was beef between me and him. Y'all made me do it. But apparently he's now emailed her corporate email and emailed her entire company, according to this woman, saying that.
Now, before he goes on, did I not say this? Did I not say this? Y'all can be out here talking about these people on the internet, talking about they did this, they did that. You can talk about this man. You can say this, you can say this, you can say that, you can say this, you can say that. And then if your jobs find out, we don't want to hear it. When you get fired, there's no empathy or sympathy. Is it that important that if someone comes to your job, calls your job, contacts your job, keep this in mind. I said that. Remember, I promise you I said it. Lo and behold. Now, maybe it wasn't a person from one of the cults, as Libby calls it, but the job has now been contacted.
He's going to file a lawsuit against this woman. Let's play the video.
It feels special to him, and that I was the only woman that he was thinking of. And then we started talking in January, so maybe February and March we were exclusive. Talking a little bit before this, how Abba just like messaged my work email. Like, can we just touch on this, please? Because this is like very bad. So I'm just going to read an email that my whole workplace got today. It's a real treat to read. And I'm just going to say, like, people were saying that he didn't stalk me. Like, he wasn't, he had not been, putting my information out there, but he has, like, very clearly.
And by the way, I called him out for doxing these women. Apparently, I'm going to say, Abba listens to me, or somebody has told him, because I called Abba out for doing that live stream, doxing these 2 women. He gave the first name and last name of Libby and her location, and he gave her location and her first and last name as well. And then said where Libby worked, the exact company, I won't say it, and then also is now emailing her work and calling. And some of his fans have called. Now, this is why I'm saying this is an important topic for men, because if you're going to act like this, this is not going to indicate that men truly understand what they're up against. This is not how you act. This is no disrespect to Abba or Fresh or Myron. What I'm saying is, if you think that this is cool behavior, you're wrong. And this needs to be addressed. You can't just sweep this shit under the rug. If she's claiming, which I don't believe her, but she's saying he sent the cease and desist letter to her company based on some revenge prawn. Again, like I said, why are you sending women pictures of you jerking off? This is a relevant topic. You sent a video to both Libby and this woman, Stephanie, of you jerking off. And you got 2 million subscribers. What? This is him. He just doesn't know. And what I'm saying is, I'm here to teach you guys. You or Abba or Myron or stop acting like these people know that I know more than me. I'm too authentic and real for you motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you how it is, whether you like it or not. This is foul behavior, bruh. This is borderline harassment. And now you didn't cover your tracks. Now you trying to scramble and scrape for shit. Now you got to embarrass her in front of her whole company. Like, no, absolutely not. You guys cannot fight like this. Don't think you're going to win like this. Let's continue. This is crazy.
So I don't know what.
This is definitely crazy. Getting crazier. That's why this is surpassing, as far as I'm concerned, what Anton said, because he's now, meaning Abba, sent this cease and desist or a legal letter to her job. So now they know. But like I've said, how many times have I said this with all these people out here and the things that they do, the things that they say, especially on TikTok, you can say and do whatever you want. You can say and do whatever you want, but those consequences will be yours if you out here bringing reputational risks to the company that you work for. I say that over and over and over again. You can be like, it's my internet, it's my personal time. Absolutely. I can say what I want. I can do what I want. Absolutely. Get back to your job and they say, oh, this is an embarrassment to us. It's an embarrassment to the company, and you don't even have to be working. They're going to be like, people are looking at us. And guess what? Like I said, when Libby started this mess, so you want to start a fight with a channel with 2.26 million subscribers? That's what you want to do? So let's not act like these people on the internet aren't crazy. Not them, just period, point blank. Look at all the people that said that they were going to do a cheat-a-thon in honor of Meg. Crazy, right? How many times have people, specifically back in 2020, sat there and wanted to contact people's jobs because they said racist stuff on the internet? Contact the job, fired, you about to lose your job. Remember all that? It was all fun and games. Then the tides turned. And then it was basically Democrats who started to get fired for the shit that they said. Then it was like, oh, it's not right, it's not fair. Oh no, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Bitches come out here every day talking about who did what to them, when, where, how, and why. This man, that man, and the third man. Or remember those people who was at the Coldplay concert, I believe, and then they got found out by the whole winter. They wasn't working. They weren't working at all. Now were they? But they was also doing some shit that they had no business doing. Got on the internet. They want to blame Coldplay. Now you was doing wrong and your shit got found out. That's what it is. So then they lost their jobs or whatever happened with them. So many people over and over and over again. So many people think they can do whatever they want to when you're working for a company. It does not work like that. That shit that you sign, I promise you, has a fucking social media clause in there, and they will hold you to that every single daggone time. But everybody think they got all this freedom of speech, right? We got all this freedom of speech. Oh, do you? Oh, do you? All right, y'all. If you ain't working for your mama, your daddy, or yourself, I'm thinking you better tread lightly. That's just me. That's just me. So now we know where Lily works. We know where Libby works, right? Even though it don't seem like she worked all this time, she on this damn internet. Let them find out. You out here talking about ABs and woof, and now people know where you work, which was a dox. It was a dox. But now people know where you work, and now you are allegedly out here wilding. You're talking a bunch of mess on this internet. You're bringing in a bunch of people. You're going on this show. You're going on that show. Just because her voice is calm don't mean that she ain't wrong. And people seem to be like, oh, well, she's got a calm voice. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That don't change what she's doing. That don't change how she's acting. That don't change that she's bringing her personal shit to the forefront. And then people figure out where she worked. And imagine 2.26 million calling that job. Imagine 2.26 million people calling that job. I'm telling you, people don't think ahead. These bitches definitely don't be thinking ahead.
How people are confused on that front, because everybody can see that he talks to me, so gay. Let's use the term suit very loosely. He sent me something, probably with ChatGPT, that he wrote himself from his own email. So this is not a lawyer reaching out to me. And this is an email he sent not to my work email. He sent this to the whole company for everyone to see the video because he included the link.
So if he sent that to everyone in her job, that means like if you are working in an office in corporate America and you sit in desk and everybody in the row is there and everybody behind you. So everybody in that whole room got this email. That is an issue for the company now. It's bringing the company in. And then if it gets picked up even more, which is picked up with us, we're just this portion of YouTube. But say it gets picked up and because people talk about the Manosphere all the time. There's a Manosphere movie, if I'm not mistaken, on Netflix. There has been plenty of Manosphere articles. Remember, MTR was included in that. Men Are Lonely, all that shit. Let it get picked up. Let it get picked up and get to some Daily Mail, New York Post, whatever. And then they start calling your name out. And then they start saying where you work and where you work and where you work. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility. And then they find out, oh, well, you doing all this, and now people are looking at us, and now we got to make statements, and this might cost us money somehow, even if it's just to defend ourselves against your bullshit. Don't think ahead, child. Don't be thinking ahead. And that's the case for anybody, honestly, as a content creator. But child, these people ain't even technically content creators. They're just coming out here spilling all their business, their life, what they doing, when they doing it. Imagine if I'm just talking about her right now. Imagine if when she went to see ABBA, because they putting out all the dates, the time, the space, the place, the plane, the plane number. They putting out all this information for what is the return on all this, y'all? What is the point and what is the return on all this? Just say that she called out sick when she went to visit him, or they visited each other, however that works. And then they go look through their files and say, bitch, you called out sick, but you was over there hustling Ethiopian tether penis. And that don't sound like a sickness to us. I'm just saying. I could be wrong, but I ain't. But I could be, but I ain't. TD in the building. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. He said, folks don't understand freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say, but that doesn't mean you have freedom from consequences. Sorry, not sorry. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But that's what they think. I'm telling you. And when it comes to them jobs, then they get out here talking about, oh my God. Yeah. Which is why I was like, what does she want from this? Meaning Libby. What is her point in doing this? I don't know. I don't know what her end game is. Shout out to Lauren Krause in the building. Thank you for the super sticker. Boo, I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
About how he got us both pregnant in boxes. So he put.
And what men do is they think I'm attacking the person. Okay, you guys cannot separate the person from the lesson. I seek to always separate the person from the lesson. That's why I've not created beef videos against people. Now, people want to create them against me, and people will create them against me further, but they tend to stay away. I can separate the person and the persona from the lesson. So I talked about Fresh's situation with Daisy multiple times. Multiple times, Fresh was in the chat while I was talking about it. Fresh texted me afterwards to talk about it. So I was able to separate Fresh and Walter from the incident and give you a lesson. Walter didn't take it personally like you bitch ass niggas of the manosphere. I could talk about Myron and Fit, and then talk about him with a gay talking point, separate to where I'm not attacking Myron. Okay, I can separate people and say, hey, this is what they did or said. This is what we learn about this. But you guys think I'm attacking the person. I'm attacking the lesson. I don't need to attack the person. I don't make no money off of YouTube to go ahead and pay my rent making video after video. I can separate the person and look at it and go, Clavicular said this, Myron said that, Saint said that, and Jason Lee Peterson said that, and I can still go on their stream and kick it with them and do some collabs. I'm not their friends. I'm here to teach a lesson. I'm the only one that does this. You guys want to create beefs and get attention and pay your rent on the internet by making video after video. I'm teaching you the lesson. It's always the lesson. I don't give a fuck about ABBA. What I'm looking at is, if you guys think you're going to do this and clean this up and then go and email a woman, harass her, intimidate her to stop talking, this is not proper masculine behavior. It's behavior of a bitch ass nigga.
I would agree. I would agree. Now, whether she should have expected it, I don't know. But these people, given their jobs, if they care for them, you're dealing with a man that's on the internet. So he works for himself. Y'all don't. But you thought it made sense to come out here and run off at the mouth. And even though, I think Abba should have did it the right way with an actual lawyer, since they just said that he did it himself, it doesn't hold much weight. Clearly, that's what she said, even though it's still going to have weight with regard to the company. In my opinion, I don't know who she works for, but I don't know no Fortune 500 company that wants to see this mess play out through the daggone, through their email system.
100%.
To whom it may concern. This correspondence is submitted on behalf of affected parties represented by Avon Preach Entertainment, Inc. We are writing to formally notify my company that police reports, plural, have been initiated with Swiss authorities against your employee regarding.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear what they said? He sent it, and I guess he didn't need a lawyer because he said your employee got some shit going on outside of here where the police are involved.
INC. We are writing to formally notify my company that police reports, plural, have been initiated with Swiss authorities against your employee regarding the non-consensual sharing of intimate images and videos, an offense under Article.
Whose company wants to deal with this, Bueller? That somebody is contacting your whole department possibly to say that somebody on your team is putting out what is it? So, whatever the prawn is called when you put it out. Revenge prawn, I guess maybe. And just let you know, police reports have been involved. Which one of y'all's company wants to deal with this, Bueller? I don't know about Switzerland, but I'm telling you, in the United States, with most of these Fortune 5s, they ain't interested in dealing with none of this.
Of the Swiss Criminal Code. Miss has publicly admitted during a YouTube video live stream to sharing intimate videos of one of the affected parties without consent and displayed a still image from that material during a broadcast. She is also documented as actively participating in a blackmail campaign, evidence of which is publicly available on YouTube. The timestamp link, like Libby and I.
The timestamp and the link.
Video. All available legal remedies are being pursued in Switzerland, including civil damages. We are notifying your organization as a matter of courtesy, as this conduct is occurring publicly and reflects directly on the standards of those associated with your firm. And then he puts sincere
reputational risk.
We would preach.
Yep, this is incel behavior. This is
and she thinks it's funny. All right, let's remember this moment, y'all. It's all fun and games until it's not.
Blue pill behavior. This is men and their emotions. Guys, you guys got to know how to fight this. You guys don't know how to fight this. How you send in that letter, sincerely adamant and preach from a legal document saying that you're going to file action for some revenge prawn that you sent them. Now, I don't agree with them playing it on the stream, but they both admitted, they both have a video of you jerking. All right, which is crazy for a person to be at that level of success and future success to be sending jerk videos. I don't send no meat jerk videos to no women, man. Probably last time I did that shit was an iPhone 3, nigga. Like, and that was on Snapchat. So any woman that
seems like a smart play to me. Gloves come off when you lie about me. Call it what you want to call it. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that I don't know who did. It doesn't matter who did it. When they, meaning these biatches, came out here and she's still laughing. Again, let's remember that, y'all. She's still laughing. She's still laughing. This is what I'm saying about the dudes, the men, the manosphere, the tough ones, the one that put women in their place. They know how women work. You gonna listen to me, you gonna submit to me, and you gonna cook, all those motherfuckers are the ones that's cutting. Not all of them. I've seen a few cutting for her. She ain't no different than the rest, but somehow, some way, because it's Abba, it's a difference. Him fighting back, I don't have a problem with that either. But who started this? It was a woman, as usual, because butt hurt over a man not wanting her anymore. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. If he didn't contact them, allegedly, the odds are the way that these women are going and pushing and commenting and telling, somebody was going to do it. This is just my 2 cents. They out here now, they're disparaging. The women do not think ahead, y'all. I'm a woman, but these bitches do not think ahead. You're insulting the fans. You're insulting Fresh and Fit's fans. But you most certainly tried to get with Fresh and Fit in order to get against Abba. You was doing whatever it is that you could do in order to go against Abba personal relationship, because the man don't want you and that there's no connection for y'all anymore because the baby is gone. The baby is gone. So the way that she like in my mind, y'all, let's just think about this for 1 second. But in my mind, if she's doing all this and she's calling him 3 hours after she broke up with him and she can't stand him and he is the worst and he treated her so bad, why would she get rid of his baby if that would be a way for him to continue to be in her life? Why would she get rid of the alleged baby when she clearly wants this man in her life, allegedly? What would be the easiest way to keep him in her life? Even if it's just child support, even if it's, I don't know, she could bug him for the rest of her life if she had his baby. True or false? Another reason why I don't think she was pregnant. Or maybe she didn't know who allegedly. I don't know. Shout out to Alexander X in the building. Hey, stranger. Shout out to you. Member for 27 months. I appreciate you. He said, woo, child. Laugh out loud. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much, hon. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of the channel members. Thank you all so much. Shout out to Dane C. He said, Greg can't tell Abba how to fight his war. It's his. I agree. I don't think he's telling Abba. I think he's telling his audience, really, on what not to do. That's what I think. That's what I think. Uncle Rick says there's more to it. I don't disagree. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. That's why this is continuing to go on, because then there's a little bit more. Then there's a little bit more. And the way that she has held everything and put it together and saved it and titled it and all that, she got plenty. So does he. And all this is crazy. But he's the one that works on the internet, so it's not going to affect him the way that it could affect her, the way it could affect the Switzerland girl. Now, maybe not the ex-worker, but possibly the rest of them. Y'all want to get in and play this game? Be ready to play this game.
I probably got that. She recorded the shit on Snapchat. Like, that's cool, man. So you can see he's carrying on and trying to find a way to gather this in and reel this in, which to me, one time, this is going to get him in more trouble and make this story relevant. It's going to make the story relevant. It's still going to be a story because he can't figure out how to get control of this. But I said, you can't get control of this. The cat's out of the bag. The cat's out of the bag. And now all men pay. It was free pussy until it wasn't. This is the lesson.
Men pay.
These are lessons. Stop taking it personal. These are lessons. I've been told you and warned you of this shit. Okay. So we have him now. His last video produced 9 hours ago saying he talked about Libby for 30 minutes, which I don't give a fuck about. He's still going back and forth about what Libby did and what she did and what text message this and that. I'm telling you, it's looking crazy. All right, but I don't care about that. Let's go to this from this point and hear what he's talking about. Hold on for a second. Come on, give me the value. Here we go.
You're not moving here. Like, this doesn't make sense. This whole claim that I was cheating is nonsense. Libby herself said that things in February weren't together. That's in her own video.
On February, we weren't together.
But that ended January 9th or 10th. She's only now claiming that we were together so that she can use the fact that I was talking to different people. But at the end of the day, I'm a single man. That's not right. I will say one of the big L's I take for sure. When I found out about the Instagram, she claims that it's only from February onward. I don't know. I think what was bothering me about the Instagram was the feeling that I just gone through something really crazy with this person. But I
don't care about all of this. All right, that's neither here nor there. Let's continue. You were flying other girls in, bro. Let's continue.
To 2026, after ending things with Libby, that's when I meet Kiara. So with Kiara, after talking for a few weeks, we meet up. She ends up getting pregnant, wants to keep it. I'm supportive, despite her offering for.
She ends up getting pregnant, which we talked about. After a couple of weeks, she ends up getting pregnant. Y'all don't start using this line that your sperm count is low, but clearly it works. But do not use it. It works for Abba, Dabba, do.
For me to disappear.
Okay, so that's his claim here. We're going to acknowledge this.
2026, after ending things with Libby, that's when I meet Kiara. So with Kiara, after talking for a few weeks, we meet up. She ends up getting pregnant.
There it is right there. So remember, I said, this is so very far into the video. He kind of just was like, yeah, I met Kiara. I knew her for a few weeks. She got pregnant. What? Wait, whoa. That's not important. Gentlemen, not even Walter Fresh did that. And he had 50 plus videos made on him cream pieing and allegedly impregnating one woman. You just swept past the fact you just went through an early termination of pregnancy with one woman, and weeks later, another one. Yeah. There was a thing. Yeah. A couple weeks later, I met her, knocked her up. That's worthy of 100 videos, according to you. That's worthy of 150 videos. Fresh got 100 videos done up against him. Pause. Andrew, what's his name? Anton Daniels. We can't even know. We don't even know if they had sex. And how many videos did they make on Anton Daniels? Let's just do this. How many videos that the whole internet made against Anton Daniels for having that fine ass, little chunky ass mulatto in his hotel room? That's it. That's the only evidence we had. She said they never had sex. There were about 1,058 videos on Anton Daniels alone of him having her in a hotel room. That's it. And he had thousands of videos. Y'all sweeping this under the rug? Y'all like, oh, we need to forget this. Let's move on. What? Not only that, he's made videos criticizing, not just Fresh, other men of doing the exact same thing. We sweeping this under? We're not going to learn from this? We're not going to let Abba learn from this? Because how Fresh learned was having 100 videos put on him. How Anton Daniels learned was having 2,058 videos done. Y'all just figure, y'all just going to move on from this. We need to just not teach men about this.
He must be talking about the ones that are now considered gay, allegedly, in the manosphere. Because, child, If it's gonna get the damn views, then it's gonna be talked about. Thank you, Game. He said the immediate satisfaction outweighs the long-term effects. I can't wait to see the situation a year from now just to see what has or has not changed. We were gonna find out sooner than that, I think. Like, these people are gonna start to see these effects. The job is gonna get found out because listen, I hate to say this stuff out loud, but this is what goes through my head. I'm sorry. This is what goes through my head. If Abba has already reached out to contact that girl's job, there's no telling what 2.26 million might do. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And remember, she was laughing. It's all fun and games. It's not like she came out here and said, you know what, this is just not worth it. What am I getting out of this at the end of the day? I need to get back to my life. I don't have time for this. I got more important things to be spending my time on. See, women will get themselves together, and it's like the hive mentality that people be talking about with people, and you just think that, yeah, we'll get them. It's all fun and games. Ha, 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 ha. People are watching us right now. We getting all the views right now. Oh my God, it's growing. There's a lot of people who are watching and subscribing. Okay. Is it worth it at the end of the day? Is it going to be worth it at the end of the day? I don't know that they are comparing, return on investment. I don't know if they're doing that.
See, that's what I don't get. I don't understand how y'all gonna sit there and let him say, I got 2 women pregnant in a matter of weeks.
No. Now, listen. We already addressed it, but I'm just saying that low sperm count story cannot possibly be true. All these pregnancies. In 2 weeks, she got pregnant? In 2 weeks? In a few weeks? Low sperm count? Child, don't start using that as a line now. Yeah, don't start using that as a line.
Coming out making a campaign against men that has done a similar thing. And dissing them and clowning them and disrespecting them. He even said, we bought our parents' houses. We bought our parents' homes based on the videos that we made against Fresh and Fit. He said that in the video because I watched the ones. I tend to watch the ones that he talks about Fresh and Fit. All right. The other ones tend to not do as well. So they got to continue to make those videos. He said, hey, we'll buy another house based on the videos we make about Myron. Well, with that being said, y'all want to let this off? Y'all want to let this go? We letting this slide? 2 women pregnant? Oh, well, we don't know that they're their kids. He cream pie both of them. He's not denying the possibility of these 2 women having his kids. He's not even denying it. So don't say that they need to provide proof. He's not even making a case that they don't have proof.
He's not even making a case that he commands or demands proof. He's just like, oh, okay. So then that tells you right there that, cream pie and clearly. And the line, I got a low sperm count works. Don't do it.
And y'all tired of hearing about it? Oh, we need to move on. It's over. Why you keep dressing it? This is a true lesson of what I've been preaching for years. Not preaching, but teaching for years. All men pay. The back end is more expensive than the front end. Pause. Protect your seed. Protect your meat. This all the things that I teach. And he just went and sped by it, burying it in the 30-minute segment of this video. He admits it's an L, but he buried this acknowledgement that he knocked up the second woman.
Okay with it, or like I didn't really have any ill feelings towards her, mostly because I thought she was a stand-up person. And I think when I realized that she was lying to me, I'm supportive. That's when I meet Kiara. So with Kiara, after talking for a few weeks, we meet up. She ends up getting pregnant, wants to keep it on. So
by the way, I think Kiara, if I'm not mistaken, is not even Stephanie. This is a third woman.
Yeah.
This is the third woman. You guys don't realize this. I believe this is the third woman. This is the woman that he flew in that recorded him with the suitcase. I might be wrong. He didn't address it. He's not addressing Stephanie here, but I might be wrong. This is girl number 3. Remember, Stephanie claimed she was pregnant too.
Kiara, and that's not even the ex-worker, because that's Azria, the Amazon. So, child, it's endless.
And she's the one that got the letter in her corporation. So this is girl number 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo, come on, man. So that's 3 women pregnant, but I think Stephanie was pregnant years ago. But let's continue.
Supportive, despite her offering for me to disappear and not be involved. I had never blocked her after finding out she was pregnant. She just ended up having a miscarriage. It really affected her. And read
so this is the third woman. This is number 3.
The screen text on here. I don't have to be part of this pregnancy if I don't want to, but I always told her I would be.
Sorry. Shout out to him for keeping evidence.
I would be supportive. There's a couple positive things about me right here, and yeah.
And this means nothing, bro. It means nothing only for him in a court case.
In that moment, we talked pretty regularly. She'd have her medical appointments because she was having some health issues and bleeding, and I was talking to her the whole time.
Imagine this, man. You just went through this with Libby in January. In January, you're going through this with Libby. In April, man, I be with, let me just say this. I'm gonna get this shit off my chest before these hoes come out on me. My hands are dirty in this too. Because definitely, I don't know if I'd be cream pieing women at this rate, but yeah. The skeet be going on here. I'm not going to jump on my high horse and say niggas need to wear condoms. Let me just go ahead and admit, because these bitches are going to be out here on me and y'all going to be pulling up this video. Oh, you were holier than thou, coach. Okay, so could this happen to me? Sure. I'll just go ahead and say it too. I'm not going to say he should have wore condoms every time and he shouldn't be nothing in these women. Let me just say for the record. So these bitches going to come out here making videos on me, trying to throw me under the bus. I've had some women get nutted in. You know, let's just... It ain't always with a condom. I've been saying this. Condom use is a lie. Most men don't use condom all the time. I be in the Philippines fucking making blazons and Vietnam and so that's my public statement and I'll just leave it there. All right. So, but none of these people here, this is 3 months apart. I haven't had this scenario. It's hard for me to admit it, but yes, you already know what time it is. Cream pie. But let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, so the whole idea that I would get someone pregnant and just abandon them is not true. There's a couple positive things about me right here. So in 2021, I meet Azria at Amazon. When I say I mean we collabed online, we did a stream together. She would ask me for advice about different things. We talk about our lives. It's cool. There'd be some flirting here and there. So yeah, 2 times when she visited Montreal, she wanted to meet up. I said no, so we just didn't meet up. Second time, we were both seriously considering meeting up. We never met up. Nothing happened between us. Early on, she tried visiting Montreal, and I'm actually coming tomorrow morning. What area are you in? You can ignore me. And I said, I will. Don't worry.
Okay, so now he's talking about woman number 4 or 5. Now he's talking about the witch. All right, that I talked about in
the witch. Who the fuck is that?
Told you about the woman that claimed she was a witch. Now, so he has moved on fast from Kiara, the pregnant woman that had the miscarriage. He is not.
Well, I guess it's easy for him to get women. I mean, he ain't ugly. He has money and he can dance. I mean, what more do you need? What more does a woman need? Shout out to Tadisha. Thank you, boo. She said, Auntie, all of them would have took him down raw. That low testosterone ish was the premise to what we talking about now. That shit is, don't use that as a line, y'all. Don't use that as a line. Lord help your people. I have low sperm count. We good, boo. We good. Oh, we can go raw. Yeah, let's do it. Child, this shit is working out very well. According to him. He don't ask for no proof. He just takes them on. Shout out to him. He's a horrible man, just not asking for proof. He wouldn't be my son, but that's just me, child. That's just me. Thank you, boo. Shout out to Uncle Rick. I appreciate you. What's crazy is that seeing as how this was all long distance, pregnant by who? Woo! Woo! That makes it even more crazier when you think about it. It's not even like these people was here for a time and y'all was just able to get it in all the time. You came and visited for, let's say, 4 days. And you got a low sperm count and everybody ends up pregnant. You go back home, you pregnant. You go back home, you pregnant. It's like Oprah tossing out prizes. You go back home and you're pregnant. And you're not even there like a significant amount of time. These are all long distance relationships. That sperm is potent. He need to get that shit put in a bottle. He need to take that shit and go donate to the sperm banks and make himself some money that way. In addition to, because that shit works. Clearly, that shit works. Shout out to Reaper. He said, Abba making his way downtown, walking fast, giving sperm to every woman he passed. Yes, and I'm pregnant too. Terry Crews head shake. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Shout out to everyone that is here still. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, CGA. This is crazy.
I'll address Stephanie. He's talking about Libby for 30 minutes. You see how he's moving? Oh, there was another woman. So he's kind of buried this. And now he's going to say he confessed. And I've confessed for my sins. And my sins are all washed away. So he's now moved on to the other woman. And now he's providing receipts that she stretched the truth.
Now, might seem harsh, but we're joking. So now we're in the final act. Okay. Here's what happens. She's obviously wanting things. And I go, and then she replies to me with something that's really weird. She says, I could have easily fucked you over and said you brought me on your show just to fuck me. Mind you, we never met up once. We didn't share nudes, nothing. And I was like, oh shit, this went left real quick. And she goes, I didn't go left at all. I'm like, you've been saying this is just light and not serious at all forever, which she did. She would say this very often. In my head, I'm like, well, why would you threaten to blackmail me? And so I said to her, no, this is weird. Please don't be texting me going forward. I prefer. Yeah, just cut contact, and I haven't spoken to her since. Even though since then she's contacted me a few times or tried to. Lady, we never met up. Nothing happened between us.
Okay, she admitted that though. She said that, but I don't know what here. I don't know what's going on there. Like that's what she said happened. I mean, she basically, you're saying that she got weirded. She got weird on you. All right, that's the only thing he's inserted in the conversation is that she didn't say that she got weird on him, which he's a witch. We assume he like crazy bitches. Let's just call a spade a spade. He like crazy bitches, and his shit ain't tight.
And so do y'all. Crazy. What is it? Crazy women got the best box. Ain't that what y'all say?
He ain't got no program. His game ain't tight. He blue pill, but he really red pill. He getting the red pill, and he don't want to say what I would want him to say is, man, the red pill was right. CGA was right. Even Myron was right. The red pill dude's got a point. That's what he should have said. That's what he should have said. He should say, you know what? I got a red pill. Okay, but he's not saying that, which makes me feel less sympathetic about him. Because he's still trying to hold on his high horse and provide receipts and all of this shit. Yeah, that's nice and all. But explain the second woman who allegedly says, explain the second pregnancy, the second woman. Explain the fact that you sent her a cease and desist letter, possibly typed by ChatGPT.
So in 2022, 2023, that's when I meet Steffi, who lives out in Switzerland.
There's Stephanie. There he is doxing her again, but she's already a dox. Oh, my Lord. So there she is. He's bringing her up now. But now we got Stephanie Munoz, not a Mexican woman in Switzerland. A Mexican gordita. Doxing her LinkedIn and what looks to be a Facebook. I mean, she's Colombian, a Colombian Venezuelan Menendez, Fernandez, Munoz, Rodriguez. Not a Mexican torta from Switzerland. You know she got none of it and got pregnant. You should have known that. Let's go ahead and say, I didn't know she was a Latina. All right, a Latina in Switzerland? Let's go.
Okay.
Out here going raw on a Mexican, you asking for it. You are asking for it. Should have known she was going to get knocked up. They can't help but get knocked up. Let me see here.
We only met up one time and then we cut contact. I didn't hear from her until many, many months later. And that's when she tells me that she was both pregnant and had an abortion.
There you go right there. So there it is. But this was...
They met up one time. She left pregnant and got an A Roe v. Wade. You can't make this shit up. Tyler Perry about to buy the rights to all this. And he going to make a made-for-TV movie called Tethers and Lust or something, child. This is crazy.
3 years ago. So he's now addressed 3 women. 3 women getting pregnant. Gentlemen, how many women have claimed to be pregnant by you in your entire life?
How many?
I had my wife, my ex-wife now. I had a woman from Australia. I had a woman that had a boyfriend and she thought she was pregnant and she contacted me. I mean, I've had a couple people. I had a woman that said she lost a miscarriage. She can't hold a child anyway, but she thinks she had she's sure she had a miscarriage. All right. Not many people over my entire life. Nigga,
no, she about to have that baby any day now, child.
50. So that's what? 30 plus years of me out here fucking. All right. But him in a matter of months, multiple pookie behavior. But I've had women late on their period. I've only had one woman say they miscarried. I had one woman that claimed she was pregnant and probably was like, I took care of it. And then I had my wife. But I can't tell you how many women I've been with, but that's pretty good record for the amount of women that I've been with and the amount of women that I've been raw in. But like, that's a lot of, this is a lot of suspects and a lot of women that have come out. What about the women who haven't come out? What about the women who haven't come out? And also he said he had low testosterone. Women are saying that he used that as an excuse to go raw dog in him.
Was it mine? Was I involved? I have no idea. That's what she claimed. And all I did was assume she was telling the truth and I consult her. Okay. And the reason why I say that is like, during that long period where we had no contact, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's up to. Me and her had reconnected a second time. And we met up again. I find out that she's in a relationship. I told her, if we're going to do anything, you got to be single. Yeah, even though she was in this relationship, she was definitely being flirty. And she writes a message, I'm kind of in the process of ending a relationship. I want to say it has been drawn out for logistical reasons, but really, the reasons are deeply banal.
Bro, don't fight, man. What's wrong with you guys, man? It's crazy. Y'all need to stop fighting like this. What he's doing is literally digging a deeper hole. Because what women are going to do, oh, you going to put that out? I'm going to put this out. You going to put that out? I'm going to put this out. This is going too far, man.
Sissy banal. Like birthdays, family events, finding a good, respectful moment.
Now you got her cheating against her boyfriend. That ain't going to go over well. Now she's going to take the L for that. And now she's going to come out swinging harder. All right, let's continue. But she already put you out here jerking off on the internet.
Whatever. That said, I'm loyal. I don't want to become a pre-cheating cliche and neatly pivoting into seeing someone you 3 seconds later strikes me as spiritually cheap. When I say fair, I wouldn't support you cheating either. So no worries. I want you to be good regardless.
By the way, I criticize Myron for this. I criticize Myron for doing this exact same thing. Let's continue.
And she goes, you wouldn't cheat with me? No.
Yeah, somebody said this, and this is what I'm telling you. Bro, you need to pay these women off. You got some money. I don't know what your split is with Preach. I'm assuming you take a bigger split because it seems like you do most of the editing and the organizing, and it's at your house. I think Preach kind of does this, you know, he just shows up. Preach just shows up. So I'm assuming it's probably a 70-30 split, 65-35, maybe 80-20. All right, but what I'm telling you is you need to cut this check. You need to cut the check to get these bitches to shut up. Again, all men pay. But fighting like this ain't it. By the way, Shannon Sharp tried to fight like this, and guess what? He ended up cutting that check. How much did Shannon Sharp lose?
Wasn't it 50K per cheek or something like that? Even though she ended up getting more. And then she said she retired for being a whore. Imagine coming out here. I'm retiring, everyone. I'm no longer a whore. But I reserve the right to go back to it if I need to. But all of this money from Shannon Sharp should be good. And we ain't heard a peep from her since.
How much did Shannon Sharp lose? Shannon Sharp lost $10 million or something obscene?
Sorry.
When he kept playing in her face? I'm gonna prove my case. I'm gonna hire a lawyer. I'm gonna vindicate my name. And then he end up cutting that motherfucking check. All right, because guess what? She had the receipts. I'm pretty sure one of these women got enough receipts to bury that ass. All right, just go ahead and my advice is to pay them off, bro. Just get them to shut the fuck up. Stop intimidating them. Stop exposing them. Stop bullying them. Get them together. Get your lawyer. Cut a check and write a goddamn non-disclosure agreement from this point forward. Just deal with it. Cut the check. Dude's gonna lie. Y'all fighting. He fighting for his life out here, man. Cut the check.
Cut the check.
No, in her defense, I think that last line is her being funny.
Somebody said 110 million. If you count the 100 million from ESPN, Shannon Sharp lost, plus the 10 million that he
put in the amount of money he lost from Spotify. Everybody try to forget that. Remember, he was about to get a deal like Joe Rogan. He was going to get a good ass deal on the podcast. Do y'all even hear about the damn podcast anymore? I'm telling you, I don't even hear about it no more. Is he still interviewing people? I know he did a sports thing, but does he do his Club Shay Shay anymore? I hear more Cam Newton now than I do of Shay Shay.
Had to pay off. Yeah, bro, cut the check. That was Shannon Sharp.
But yeah, she was definitely being flirtatious, and she sent me a picture of him and her together.
Look at this, man.
Except the tip.
He hasn't learned yet. I'm telling you, Abba.
That's a picture of her and her boyfriend? What in the effing world is going on? These biatches is crazy. These biatches is crazy, okay? They worse than American biatches. This is crazy. Shout out to the game with another 2. He said Tyler Perry presents Madea plans to parent. We can do that. We can do that. That'd be good though. Tyler Perry should pick this up, seriously. Ooh, that's a good face. Hold on, let me get that. Let me get that. That's a good face. That's what he's saying. This is so.
I want you to. You gonna learn, bro. Now you put the boyfriend in her. We can't, man. We can't.
Oh, he doxed the boyfriend by he doxed the boyfriend by putting a picture of the boyfriend. She shouldn't have sent the shit. Then they put his what is it called? Gooning video out. Let me see what's on Twitter for research purposes only.
I cannot co-sign for this. Now you put her boyfriend and her, and now he out on Front Street. This is him not taking accountability, right? I think he would say Fresh didn't take accountability. This is a bad look. Gentlemen, I know dudes are defending this shit, bro. I'm telling you, man, this cannot end well for him legally. This will be nice for the internet.
Odd, considering that we'd already been involved in the past, me and her before. So, kudos to her, I guess. Yeah, she wanted to be casual. She kind of intimated to me that. So, the second reason why I'm not very trusting of this person, when me and her cut off contact the final time where I decided not to ever talk to her again, she was upset with me. She wanted to keep trying. So when I tell her I'm not interested, she tells me, I want you to delete the videos, the intimate videos that we did between us when we were in the bed. And I filmed those videos. She intimated to me afterwards, right in that bed, that she did enjoy it, but she was uncomfortable with it, which I'm like, cool, makes perfect sense. So what did I do? I went right to deleting it in that moment. So when she asked me this at the end, I tell her, listen, I already deleted it before. And then she goes on to...
And this is the girl with the boyfriend. So they had sex and then they sat there and they was making videos?
Say, well, I need proof. So I show her my...
With a boyfriend? I thought he wasn't going to do it as long as she had a boyfriend.
The gallery. I show her my recently deleted, right? And she says, well, I want to see your hidden folder. Because now I feel like, you call me a liar or whatever. Like, no, also I don't want to show her my hidden folder because I had personal stuff in there. So I ended up sending her a screen recording of my hidden folder despite me not wanting to. And I could kind of guess I understand because from her perspective, intimate videos and photos of someone you were with, like after you guys stopped being together, you delete them. And I fully believe that. Tell me how I find out that during the live stream with Libby, not only did this woman keep intimate videos of me, she was sharing it with her and the person that was in her hotel room.
Just fuck that shit. I don't want to make it bigger because
I showed you guys this.
You big dummy.
I showed you guys this. I said, yep, they're actually both claiming they both have the same video of him.
Goodbye. I wasn't completely sure what they meant when he was talking about this earlier. So that woman sat there and made you get rid of everything and you didn't make her do the same damn thing. And then she kept the shit. And all these years later, she can now, child, tethers don't play. All these years later now, she busting it out, talking about, oh, look, or all these months later, look. He sent us the same video. Now they mad all over again because he sent the same jerk-off video to both of them. Well, both of y'all are jerks anyway. Who can? Why? Oh, my God. It's not for me to understand. It's not for me to understand. So now, Stephanie, I think her name's Steffi's company, they got to hear about this too. Because as I'm on Twitter right now, there's information on him on here. Maybe because I just put in his name, and maybe because it's just going on right now. But there's definitely stuff out here on him. A lot of Stevie Knight stuff, but you know, whatever. So she could be right up in it, especially if she put Libby's faces all over the place. She could be right up in it. Her company goes and sends their social media people out here to see what's out there on the internet. It's all a game till it's not, child. It's all a game till it's not.
Gooning. And that's what he's saying here. The woman said, I'm going to delete mine. He deleted it, but he didn't make sure she deleted hers. And here you go. The old bait and switch. Gotcha, bitch. The old bait and switch. But this is how he's playing the victim here. Good luck. I'm just saying, good luck, man. This ain't gonna work. Just say I fucked up. I fucked up, and then go ahead and get a lawyer to pay for that video to come down. I don't know what you're gonna do, man. And you can't ban them. You can't give them a copyright like Fresh and Fish did. Fresh and Fish.
Then it was like, see, the rest.
Now, guess what? Everybody knows you got a gooning video out.
There's not a video.
Long time ago.
She just showed me a video from ABBA.
How nasty do you have to be to demand that somebody deletes videos of you, which I respect. I always do this with anyone I've ever dated. I don't keep intimate videos of them.
And this is not him being red pill and honest, right? He believes women. He even said, believe all women, treat women good, treat women with respect. He trying to play the game.
Believe all women, y'all. All right. Treat all women good. You already know.
Fair, but he realized foul ball.
But then this girl has the audacity to keep shit on me. Not gonna lie, that was nasty work.
Yep.
But the L's on me because you should never send videos of yourself.
All right, so he took that L. He took that L. Congratulations, he took that L. But he kind of clipped it out.
That was nasty work.
Again, red pill. Wasn't he against the red pill? That's when you get red pill right there. That's when you get red pill.
I don't think he's been red pilled. Y'all let me know. I don't think he's been red pilled.
Okay. Gotcha, bitch. So any video that you say going forward about the red pill, it cannot even be true that you believe that. You're just grifting at that point because that's the look when you get red pill. That's what you need to say. I got that red pill right here. Yeah. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, shit. Now me, coach, it can't happen to me. Okay, guess what? Gotcha, bitch. Yep, it can't happen to you just like that. So he need to come out his next video. I got that red pill.
But the L's on me because you should never send videos of yourself. The only person out of all these people who claimed I mostly abused them was Libby. She was lying flat out about the vast majority of the incidents she was referencing. Look, if you want to say I deserve L's for not using protection, sure, absolutely. If you want to say I was an L for staying and engaging in that toxic relationship with Libby, sure.
Now, that's not taking that L, bro. That's not taking that L.
She was lying flat out about the vast majority of the incidents she was referencing. Look, if you want to say I deserve L's for not using protection, sure,
Yep, sure.
If you want to say I was an L for staying and engaging in that toxic relationship with Libby, sure.
Sure. Okay, yep, sure. See, I wasn't gonna come out and let these incels give me an L. I came out and defended myself and proved my case.
I'm not saying I need an L for playing fast and loose in these streets. Not an issue.
Okay, yep, thumbs up, sure.
But a lot of other stuff is just make believe. And for me, for the medical stuff, I think a lot of people are asking, like, was that just a lie, Abba? I went through something very serious medically.
Here we go.
Involving my kidneys and my testes in 2022. It was ongoing for quite some time. I already showed it to a few content creators because some people were asking me for proof or whatever it was. But I'm just not really interested in showing my own medical tests.
Child, we done seen everything else. You might as well bring it out. Prove it. Show us. Show it. I want to see it now. I want to see what is that made all these women say, you know what? Oh, don't even worry about it. I trust you. Lord help you people.
Oh, now you're not interested in showing your own medical tests. No. You got all them fucking receipts? Now you don't want to put your receipts out? Negro, please, bro. No, he's not taking accountability, y'all. He's not taking accountability. He not being honest with you. No. He needs some therapy. He needs some way to cope. He needs some recovery. He needs to be admitted. This is not good, bro.
This is not red pill, correct?
This is not a good look. Now you don't want to put your records out. Now you don't want. Come on, man. You asking for proof? Where people are asking for proof that Libby and these other 3 skeezers were pregnant. Why y'all not asking for his medical record proof? Y'all asked for the Chinese woman. What's her name? Daisy. Y'all asked her for her proof. Okay, but now you don't want to put. Gotcha, bitch. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. I don't think he's ready. Iggy said he's not being sincere. He's not being sincere. He's not being real with the audience. He's not even being real with his audience. And what the people are doing is saying, let's move on from this. And I say, fine. That doesn't mean we can. That's just you shaming other people for bringing it up. This is far worse than what Fresh did. And I'm telling you, I'm saying this is a lesson. Why don't we use this as a lesson? So if I do the stream, it's not dissing Abba. This is a lesson where I keep telling you, this is how it's going. This is how it's going to work. When you're high tier, high status, you got to move differently. When you can't pump and dump, you can't be out here threatening these hoes.
You know what? He's absolutely right. Let me stop there for a second because thank you, South 343 for the jewels. this is another situation where in this case it's the man, because it could be a woman as well, didn't date on his level. And because he's dealing with people that ain't got nothing to lose compared to him, they don't have no problem with being out here telling your shit, telling our shit, taking you down, talking about this, talking about that, talking about this, talking about that, which I've said before. I know y'all want to mess with women that work at Burger King and they younger and all that. Fine, fine. At the same time, if you're dealing with people that ain't got shit to lose, then remember that they ain't got shit to lose, but you do. But you do. So while it may not have an effect right now, it could, you never know. But I'm thinking more in corporate, because that's where I work, where there's people up here who are working at this level. Thank you, South 343 for the jewels. I appreciate you, boo. You could be a VP, a SVP, a COO, a CEO, and you can't be down here messing with the girl in the mailroom. I mean, you can, but you're taking a big ass chance. You could at least be messing with somebody right here. These people don't want to lose their reputation at the company. They don't want to lose their livelihood. The person down here got nothing to lose. You do something wrong to them, they like, fuck it. They crazy. And then their $14,000 a year ain't nothing compared to your $340,000 a year, but you're ready and willing to risk it all, you know? Thank you, boo, for the floating heart, South 343. People don't take that into consideration. And even though Abba is out here on the internet, and it doesn't seem to have affected him yet. In my opinion, it doesn't seem to have affected him yet. The first person that looks like it's going to affect, it looks like, is the Stephanie girl, the Swiss girl at this point. But just imagine if everybody left, which they're not going to. They're not going to up and leave Abba and preach. But they could start, filtering off, and they don't get as many views as they used to or whatever. Preach has started his own channel. I don't know what the reason is for that, but, he's doing his own thing a little bit now. And we already know that there's some viewing issues going on with YouTube per Patrick Bet David and what he was singing. You just never know. But messing around with people that ain't got shit to lose, which is why I'm like, it's more about, in my opinion, it's always dating in your class, child. It could be younger people if you want to, but they got to have something to lose. So when I say something to lose, it don't even have to be money, y'all. Do you think that any of these women have their own houses? They clearly don't care about their jobs. So they don't even care about their jobs. So F it. And with Libby saying that she was ready and willing to quit the job in one of those text messages and just come to him and she'll just live with you. And they wanted to get the visa and we're going to go here, we're going to go there, all that. She was willing to go. She was willing to go and give it all up. You got a whole ass alleged career and you just willing to give it all up for whatever reason and just go move out there. Child, is the D all that, girl? Is it all that? Then there's these ones that, just like Uncle Rick said, they just flying in and they willing to do it all and every daggone thing. So now it's just a bunch of women gossiping on the internet and they're not realizing that could possibly hurt them financially. Do they got kids? Odds are they don't. They ain't got no kids from him. They ain't got no kids. They ain't worrying about that. Maybe that's what it is. Katanya, equally yoked. Kinda. I hate that phrase, but kinda. There's a lot of people that people be messing around with that have absolutely nothing to lose. Reputation, money, homes, family, nothing. So they don't give a damn. Then you end up in these stupid situations. Thank you, quality guy. Shout out to you, boo. He said, Messy, how is this affecting Preach? I don't know. He started his own channel. That's the only thing that I can see that has changed. Which after all these years, he never had his own channel. And he's on there. He's been on there quite regularly. I'm not going to sit there and listen no shade Preach, but that's all he's done as far as I can tell.
You can't be doxing them. You can't be explaining yourself on the internet. It's not going to be a good look. Certainly can't say one thing and live the other life. Certainly have to be careful who you cream pieing. He seems to be catching on with some very interesting suspects. The people he's cavorting with and having sex with and even relationships with are weird. And not only that, most of these women are long distance, which means I've said men who are in long distance relationships are goofy. Okay, because especially then when you're concerned about her cheating and you live in Montreal and she lives in California, Like, what? That cannot be a real relationship. And it certainly wasn't, because he was seeing multiple women while also claiming she was cheating. But didn't Myron say he can be monogamous in a monogamous relationship one-sided, and he got criticized for that? Now, that's a talking point that I believe in. But Myron, I believe Abba criticized Myron for saying that he was in a one-sided monogamous relationship. Oh, those don't work. That's not fair to the woman. What? And you were literally in a one-sided monogamous relationship. You were literally behind the scenes in a one-sided monogamous relationship. Long distance, might I add. Long distance. And you got bitches in Switzerland, bitches in Carolina, California on a one-sided monogamous relationship. Didn't you? I'm sure you have a video of Myron criticizing that. Anyway, Preston says that MF a green as hell, man. He's a sucker. And maybe it has to do with people in Canada, because a lot of Canada dudes were the red pill guys. All right. They were a lot of the early red pill guys. And dudes in Canada are wild. They wild. They're weak. They tend to be beta. They tend to be weak sauce. Dion says, I don't have
any Canadians here.
Have the stomach, coach. Shout out to you. I ain't got the stomach to see my girlfriend get throttled. Do you have the stomach? We breaking out. We breaking up. All right. But again, these pimp cups out here think this is cool. I think I got Lamont James. Did I get him?
All right. So that's basically it. Shout out to CGA. Good work out of you, boo. I did not find anything on Twitter for Abba's gooning video. Just trying to make sure we cover all the bases. That's all. Let me see. Anyway, so okay, we already finished looking at Abba's video. I thought there was somebody else. Hold on a second. No, I know O'Shea had another video, but it's like from the day before what we already looked at. So I don't think that there's a need to watch that one. So yeah. So that's let me just check Abba's. I'm pretty sure he didn't come back out today. Let me just check though. Oh, there it is. And it's still at 2.26. Nope. Now, every time he seems to say that this is the last time, when the last time you heard it like this? We'll see if that's what holds through now. I don't know. He always saying that, and then he comes back out. But now that he is put alleged litigation on the one child, I want to know what happens. What happens next? Anybody see any of those videos? Make sure you let me know, especially if it's any of those heifers, because I will not be checking. Actually, before I get to this tonight's conversation, because you already know I had these from yesterday that we have to go over. Let me get this update here, because shout out to Reaper and Big Tiff. You know they was holding primaries yesterday, child. Former Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard mounting a political comeback. We here for it.
Who faced national scrutiny, and a federal investigation is now seeking a political comeback here in Metro Atlanta. Tiffany Henyard is running for the District 5 seat on the Fulton County Board of Commissioners. She's defending her record while making her case to voters. Our Jamal Goss has more on Henyard's bid for a political comeback.
Good morning.
Before they get to it, let's not forget we were on the ATL.
She was fucking his best friend. So, you know, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Here at this Fulton County polling location, voters are preparing to head to the polls in a race that's drawing attention far beyond Georgia. Former Dalton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard is now running for office in Metro Atlanta, despite the controversy that followed her in Illinois. Henyard, who previously served as mayor of Dalton and supervisor of Thornton Township, is now running for the District 5 seat on the Fulton County Board of Commissioners. She says she never moved to Georgia to get back into politics. Instead, Henyard says conversations with customers inside her College Park clothing store about issues like the Fulton County Jail and healthcare access on the South Side pushed her to enter the race. The race is already drawing national attention, with Henyard trying to reintroduce herself to voters here in Georgia after years of controversy in Illinois.
Everybody want name recognition, but the good thing about me, I do have name recognition. It comes with the good, the bad, and the indifference. But what I love about it is people get the opportunity to meet me where I am. I'm here on All Net. And if they want to come and find out or know anything about me, they can come to the store or open the door. Don't talk to me through the Ring camera. Open the door and get to know Tiffany Henyard for who she truly is, and that is a people's person.
Henyard's campaign comes after years of national headlines, online criticism, and a federal investigation connected to her time in office in Illinois. No charges have been filed against her. Henyard says if elected, her top priorities would include conditions inside the Fulton County Jail and expanding health care access across South Fulton. She also says she believes voters are ready for something different.
That was Jamal Goss reporting. Henyard is the only Republican candidate in the District 5 race in what's considered a heavily Democratic area.
She about to win. She is about to win. You go, girl. I believe in you, child. Good luck to Big Tiff. She about to be in charge, large and in charge down there in Fulton County, Atlanta. As a Democrat, that would be so funny, y'all. That would be so funny. Anyway. All right, back over here to this. The stamps, shout out to the stamps. I forget what this first one is, but let's sit up here and hear what they got to say, child. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Is RBN still here?
My name is Candace. I was raised under the school, career, marriage, family. And growing up, I also heard you attract what you are. So going through that, I've done the school, got the career, been very focused on that. Through relationships and going through school, because I did social work, I have gone through the healing and the growing. So what advice can you give on what I'm doing wrong or what I should be doing to meet that like-minded person?
Were you what type of man you looking for?
She needs a man, y'all. She needs a man. You still on tonight, right? 9:05, right? Just want to make sure. I'm not going to go over, but I wanted to be sure.
I'm just wait. All right. Toya, what would be your best advice for a person who, a career woman, somebody that's achieved something, elevated her life, and then now she may be looking at the dating pool and find that a lot of people didn't elevate as well?
Ooh, child. Because what I'm hearing, what's in a dating pool is just a mess. But
the dating pool is a mess. The dating pool is a mess. We're going to go watch RBN Kofa in Trinidad, I believe, tonight at 9 over on RBN's channel, y'all. Drop your channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all come through. Some good information, probably better than this right here. Let me go ahead and take it back and hear what she said again.
My name is Candace. I was raised under the school, career, marriage,
I thought she was going to say school to prison pipeline at first.
Family. And growing up, I also heard you attract what you are. So going through that, I've done the school, got the career, been very focused on that. Through relationships and going through school, because I did social work, I have gone through the healing and the growing. So
she's healed. She's grown. All right. Not tell her to go to Kendrick Gilliam. Why are you sitting in the Kendrick Gilliams? That's rude.
So what advice can you give on what I'm doing wrong or what I should be doing to meet that like-minded person?
Were you what type of man you looking for? I'm just wait. All right. Toya, what would be your best advice for a person who, a career woman, somebody that's achieved something, elevated her life, and then now she may be looking at the dating pool and find that a lot of people didn't elevate as well?
ooh, child. Because what I'm hearing, what's in a dating pool is just a mess. But I do feel like they do have good men out here still.
Oh, the dating pool is a mess, but there's still some good ones of y'all out here. There's still some good ones of y'all. She's freaking, y'all said, isn't that like Lil Wayne's baby mom or something y'all said? So how she got a problem with the dating pool? How? How? Just go along with the audience. Yeah, the dating pool ain't that good. You heard them be like, yeah, sis, go, sis.
I believe there are good God-fearing men, hard-working men, and there's someone for you. But, you know, we got to vet them these days, sis. Yes, and that vetting.
We got to vet them these days, sis. We got to vet them these days, sis. Maybe Libby and them should have been vetting.
Process is the hard part. It's very hard. It depends on like where you hang out at, the group of people you are around. You sure don't want to meet them in a club. You don't want to meet them in certain settings. You know, you want to meet somebody like where you at, like the type of vibes that you're on or whatever, a good level-headed man, and pay attention to the signs. like the red flags, because sometimes we seem to see the red flags, and a lot of us like Six Flags. We go along with it. But
That is true. That is true. At least you can admit that.
I be hearing some stories. I'm married. I've been married for some years now.
Oh,
I've
there you
always been
go.
in relationships, but I have a lot of single friends. And for some reason, I don't understand like why now it is extremely hard for beautiful, successful women like yourself to find like real, true love, a quality man.
Now, what's wrong with this lady? Look at her. What's wrong with this lady? She in shape, she light bright, and you know, that looks like that's her hair and everything. What's the problem? She not spider makeup and weaved up. What is the problem? What is the problem? One of y'all better go ahead and go find this woman. She had to pay her current husband's baby mama's child support. Ooh, did she? You mean Toya? With Lil Wayne's money? I tell you, T.
Like, I don't know what's going on in the world. It's like men, I be hearing stories like men want to be approached. They don't want to be the prize. They want to be this and that. But
look at Ace. Y'all want to be approached. Y'all want to be the prize. Somebody got to hunt you down.
I just like, yes, no.
Oh, gay. That's what Coach said for the manosphere people.
It's like we want to feel, you know, back like the old days where you get courted, like you want to go.
Oh, didn't somebody say that recently? They wanted like back in the 90s. Who said that? Was it Nia Long? It was Kiki. I want that stuff like back in the 90s of what we saw on TV and in the movies. Girl, that's TV and in the movies. What are you talking about? Remember? So they still trying to go by Love Jones. Does that really happen, Love Jones? I love that movie.
You want a man to be respectful. It's like they want to be approached. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, you can talk, say hi, whatever, but like, no, we ain't doing all that. Like, we know we're not.
Can I let me just explain something. What's happening is supposed to happen. When you elevate and better yourself, less people are going to meet your standards.
When you elevate and you get higher, less people will be at your standards. Did y'all hear Ace? Let me hear it. Let me throw it back again.
What's happening is supposed to happen.
What's happening is supposed to happen.
You elevate and better yourself.
When you elevate and better yourself,
less people are going to meet your standards.
Less people are going to meet your standards. There's a non-married man speaking there. You might have been better off listening to Toya.
And so oftentimes we are getting upset for our elevation doing the job it's supposed to do. Listen, when you sit in first class, only 12 people around you. Right. And then those 12 people have also done the work to be able to sit there.
Oh, what is he talking about? Hold on.
Doing the job it's supposed to do. Listen, when you sit in first class, only 12 people around you.
Right.
Oh, when you sit in first class, there's only 12 people around you. Then she should go ahead and talk to them 12 people then.
And then those 12 people have also done the work to be able to sit.
Oh, if you're in first class, y'all, then that means that you did the work.
Sit there. But here's the question. Sometimes, and this is the question for the people that are constantly running into these same people. You sitting in coach. And what I mean by that is sometimes we think that we are dating in this elevated spaces, but we not. We in that pool everybody complaining about because we refuse to see that there's other pools we can be in. Sometimes it's that.
Child, what is he talking about? Swimming pools? What kind of pools is he talking about? There's other pools that you're supposed to be in. You know, here it is. In my opinion, allegedly, but in my opinion. Stop looking down on motherfuckers, okay? And just be normal to everybody and somebody will come through. I think it's that simple. Allegedly. You ain't got to be nice to the people that are in first class and mean to the people in coach or people that sit all the way in the back. Just be nice and kind to everyone and be your radiant, beautiful self. And then the more people will come to you instead of looking for people. Because clearly you didn't do it when you was on the up and coming. Because when you was doing the work and you was in school, then you should have been dealing with somebody in school. And you were at your job and you are a dentist, let's say, then you need to be working or looking at other dentists. Wouldn't that make sense? You're already with all these people already. What is the problem? What is the problem? Oh yeah, it's not enough black men up here, child, because y'all all the way down here, blue collar workers and shit. She all the way up here, and she looking for y'all in first class, and it's only, you know, whoever was spending all that money for first class on the same Spirit airline, allegedly. And y'all wasn't good enough, so that she said, I'm still looking. And now she the one that's going up that elevator. Remember the elevator? And you think there's more on the 7th floor, the 8th floor, the 9th floor, then you get to the 10th floor and there's no more floors and you can't go backwards? That's what I think it is. There's nothing wrong with that woman. Is beautiful. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She in shape. She ain't got spiders, makeup, and weave. What could be the fucking problem? She don't even look that old. She might be mid-30s. What is the problem? Thank you, boo. He says she ain't on first class. She on Spirit. Poor Spirit's just going to be taking strays forever. I'm just saying, they used to have first class on Spirit. They did.
Person you gave a chance longer than you should. Sometimes you feel bad because, you know what? I need to give him a chance. I mean, we all done been down on our luck, and then you give Mr. Wrong a little bit too much chances. All I'm saying is never be mad at your standards for working. Anybody else?
Never be mad at your standards for working. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is you looking at somebody else and saying, you ain't doing what I do, so you ain't no good. Instead of just being nice to people and seeing where that leads to them. Or being your normal self. Let me say that, because you might not be nice. You know what I mean? Just be your normal self. And whoever's for you should be there for you wherever you are. Meet you where you are, as they say. Oh, Lord, the problem is her. I'm thinking you might be right, especially when you got to come here and ask these people. And he just said a bunch of gobbledygook.
Yeah, I got some. You a believer?
Yes.
Good. I want to make sure I'm talking to the right soul. Okay.
Oh, now she asking. All these times she ain't ever asked. Now she asking.
You know, the saying, let go and let God is real. When you fully let go of your need to be in control of your life, things become a lot easier. When you say, God, I surrender my desires and I want my desires to align with your desires. Lord, align my heart with your heart. Lord, have your...
Maybe the Lord is saying that you should be alone. Maybe that's the alignment, yeah.
Your way to fully have your way, and you let God come in as the sovereign God, the God that reigns over everything. You allow him to come in and do the reconstructing. That's when things get easier, because now you're not jaded. Your vision is not clouded. Your judgment is not clouded. None of that. You allow God who sees all. The God who had already pre-written the plan, who had already written out your life, the God who says, I have a person already designed for you, you allow him to come in and start cleaning shop like he needs to, removing the things inside of you that may push somebody away, to bring in certain aspects and characteristics of you that'll be able to nurture a relationship, to bring in those wifely qualities that you may have had hidden for a long time. When you allow God to have his way and you really say, Father, order my steps, and you allow God to lead, that's when that person comes to you. But a lot of times we get so focused on what we want when it's God protecting us. And sometimes the delay is not the denial. I'm delaying you because you're not ready right now. You're not quite there right now. But when you look at your life and you go back over your life and you start scanning and you look at the times that God showed up in the perfect time, and you remember all of the things that he allowed himself to do, all of the promises that he fulfilled, that's where your anchor is right there. That's where your hope is right there. Because I remember a time when you showed up and I didn't know that you were going to be there, God, but you came right on time. The time I didn't have the money in my account, you came right on time. The time that I wanted to remove somebody in my life, you came.
All right, I've had enough. Given what I've heard lately, I'm not trying to hear all this, child. Everything don't have to be a freaking sermon. Is that what she asked for? I don't think that's what she asked for. And that don't guarantee you nothing. Because I feel like one time she said, oh, I guarantee. And it's like, oh, so now you guarantee and shit? Where they do that at? That's what she did one time. And I was just like, you can't guarantee anything, ma'am. I don't know what that's about. Let me go over here to this other one. Oh no, I don't want to see her. Hold on. Nope, not you. This one. This one. There's about to be a man to come up here. Fake for the funk. Like, yeah, girl, just get to it. Like, now she's driving me nuts. It's like, can you just wrap it up in a minute and a half? Because if that's where that woman was going with wanting to have the word, then she would have said that. That ain't where she was. That ain't where she led. That ain't what she put into her question either. So all this waiting on God, I'm telling you, enough people don't even know when the Lord is speaking to them any daggone way, or else most of them wouldn't be in these issues that they in my opinion. Well, what the hell do I know? All right. Thank you for dropping that. Y'all make sure you go ahead and subscribe to RBN and come back through in about 20 minutes. One more and I'm done. One more, then I'm done. So I can get ready. I don't know what this is called, but it's a man coming up here. So this is another video from the Stamps. Shout out to the Stamps.
That's a person. You stealthy. You not sneak up on me. You are stealthy. I'm a little dark. I didn't want to say that. You did. No, I'm just playing. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Corey Beelan. I'm from right here. I'm right from the DMV. My question is, well, to give a little context,
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna try to go. If they got one in the DMV, I'm gonna try to go to the DMV one next time. Get out of Philly.
a question I've been asking for the last 20 years, my parents to other people's relationships that's 10, 20, 30, 40, even 60 years in. I asked this question. If you're building a relationship and the metaphor is a home, you got your foundation, relationship attribute, four walls, relationship attribute, roof, relationship attribute, and the nails would hold it all together, relationship attribute. So my question is,
the hell is he? He looked like Chris Rock Pookie from New Jack City, but then it's like he's trying to be a poet and he don't even know it or something.
If you're building a home, I would love to hear how you would build your home. Start with your foundation, your four walls, your roof, and your nails.
Get my tools. Somebody go hand me my my hammer and my nails. Gee, God damn. Give me we gotta build a house. All right, so listen, I love your question. I'm gonna simplify it real quick because
I was gonna say I don't like it. It's too long.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, part of the reason why I asked that question is more people, in my experience, people put more thought into planning a vacation than they do a relationship.
Yeah, okay, so we about to build this motherfucking house. All right. Dr. Van Zandt, what's the first tool I need? Hey, hold on, time out. You know how you know I'm not handy at all? Because I don't know how to open this motherfucking box. I'm one of those new niggas. We don't.
Well, that's one of the first. Look, I'm glad you said that because the first ingredient that you need is a man who knows how to use his
tool. Knows how to use his tool.
See, it's broke. We don't. So, okay, hey, put this back.
My God.
All right.
How we gonna build Ace?
Figuratively. All right, so listen. Let me just frame it this way. Because I got four walls.
What do you think is the most important thing that most people are overlooking when it comes to building a relationship?
I'll say the same thing.
You want to ask me that?
Yeah.
God.
Why you feel that way?
What you mean why I feel that way?
I'm not for the listener, not for me.
Songs of Songs, Ephesians, 1 Peter, 1 Corinthians. The Bible itself is the foundation. Christ itself is the foundation. You need to know how to steward that relationship, and the Bible is your manual to be able to do so. So you bring God in first. When God is the center of anyone's marriage, that's where the success is going to be, because that's where your self-control is going to be. That's where your discipline is going to be. That's where your stewardship is going to be. That's where your grace is going to be. That's where your compassion is going to be. That's where your partnership is going to be. That's where your companionship is going to be. That's where your oneness is going to be. That's where the unity is going to be. That's where your covenant is going to be. You have to understand what covenantal love is to begin with. And if you want to understand it, you need to know how Christ loved the church to begin with. That's the foundation. So if you want to talk about how we're going to build a home, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Jabor, El Shaddai. Shall we keep on going? Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Shall we keep on going about how you can do this? Because I can take y'all to church, but I'm not going to take y'all to church today. I promise you I won't. Because when you need healing in your marriage, you got to call on Jehovah Rapha. When you don't know how to heal your marriage, when you go through sicknesses, or when the head of your marriage comes under attack from temptations and things like that, you're going to know who to call on. When you're in battle and you need a victor to come through, when you need a conqueror to come through, when you need a mighty strong hand to come through, you're going to call on Jehovah Jabor. You're going to call on Jehovah Nisi. So that is how you build the foundation. So that way, you know, if you're a wife, you know not how to be quarrelsome, not how to have strife. You know how to bring balance. As a man, you know how to serve because Jesus Christ was a servant. So if y'all want to know how to build your home, put Christ in the center of your home, and I guarantee you that's how the marriages were successful. Now,
there it is. If you put Christ in the center, I guarantee. She guarantees, yeah.
How to build your home, put Christ in the center of your home, and I guarantee you that's how the marriages were successful. Now, judging by the way you looking at me, I don't know if you're a believer, but even if you're not a believer, I'll take you to church if I want to, because even if you're not a believer, guess what? For the people who not my believer, you wouldn't be here had it not have been for Christ, had it not have been for the blood that was shed on Calvary for your salvation to begin with. It was the blood on Calvary that was your salvation to begin with. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So therefore, you won't have a relationship if it ain't for him. So therefore, you won't have a relationship if it wasn't for him. So therefore, you won't have a relationship.
DC, let me hear y'all. I need everybody to break it down right now. Sing it.
Well, hold on one second. Because I want to talk.
There you go. Do you think that man, he left? You think he got anything out of that? I can tell you not a believer by the way you looking at me. Girl. I wonder if she's still, no, I'm not even going to be petty like that. But I'm just like, can you just do your job? Like, why we got to do all this? Answer that damn man's question, which I think was a crazy ass question anyway. Did anybody answer the question yet? I don't think they did.
To all the people who love God and have church and religious trauma, okay? Who turn from God because of church and religious trauma. How do they build their foundation? That's when you have to know God personally. You don't have to go through the preacher. You don't have to go through the church. You got to go into your heart, because that's where you find the nature, the essence, the presence of God. Your foundation. Why? Because God is the I am that I am. Come on. And if you don't know who you are in the scheme of life and the universe, you can't build a foundation of anything. So for all of those who may, ran away from the church, just like me, those who embrace maybe another faith tradition, those who embrace culture, because as Africans, we were stripped of our culture. So we didn't find God in the church. We found God in nature. We found God in love and in kindness and in service. So for those, I still say the foundation is God. Before you look out, look in, because God is where you are.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I love your question. So, you said 4. Okay, so.
Cheyenne ain't had nothing to say.
I'm not going to argue. That's your foundation, right? So now let's go up. Now,
boy, now we got it. Where the blueprint? I need a blueprint. I need to know. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to say this. Let me, G, do we got another one or no? No, I'm going to say this to you. Hold on. I'm going to say this. One of the things that I think is super important outside of which, obviously that's the right answer, but he's searching for something different. No.
Oh, he's searching for something different. Oh, well, maybe he already has that under control. He didn't need that. Jay, thank you, Boo. He said, Kitty sounds like a female pastor in pantsuit. She definitely sounded like a female pastor. If that's what they want to turn it into, then turn it into that. But to sit up there and go through all that, and I can tell you're not a believer. Girl, you don't know what he is. Maybe that's not what he was trying to get from you. Quality guys, appreciate you. You better thank a union member or a church member. Shout out to you for remembering that reference. That's too funny. I thought Iyanla said she wasn't wait. She was not a Christian, though thought she was a priestess. I think she just said she's not. She left the church. She just said she left the church. I don't know where she is. I don't know. Let's see if Cheyenne got something to say.
Hold on. No. Okay. But I'm going to say this. Honesty. Because I think we always think of honesty in terms of what we can be toward another individual, not us being honest with ourselves. Sometimes honesty with yourself, being self-aware, knowing where you need to improve, knowing where you need to heal, what still hurts, and being honest with yourself first. Because oftentimes we ain't wearing a mask to fool other people. We wearing a mask to fool ourselves. And we have worn that mask so long in our lives that we think it is ourselves. So when we present ourselves to a woman or a man, we think we're being authentic when we truly are not. So I just want you to say, I want people who are thinking about building sustainable relationships, is being used to being honest with yourself even when it hurts. Yeah. And if you're able to do that, then it's a little bit easier to be honest with your partner even when it hurts.
It is.
Because think about how many marriages are ruined, or relationships are ruined because it hurts too much to tell that person the truth. So you keep it inside.
So I want to encourage everybody, start to be honest with you. Start to unmask yourself and see your true self and be in love with who you are authentically.
All right. I feel like Ace needed the time to come up with this. That question was a mess to begin with. Now I feel like he just needed some time to come up with all this. Shout out to Jay. Appreciate you, boo. He said, sidebar, remember when DMX cussed out Iyanla? No. Why? Was he on the show or something? DMX. Rest in peace to DMX. Did he really? I didn't hear that. But yeah, I feel like he was stalling in order to get this answer out. That man's question was a bit much, child. The answer at the end of the day is all this with the foundation and everything. First of all, you need to get to know people, because clearly based off of Abba, they ain't know each other enough and didn't give a damn. And then you got to figure out, like I said, in the beginning, everything is everything. And you don't know who nobody is until you got fucking issue or issues. Then you see who people are and see what type of direction that they take, whether they listen to you, what they do, ready to do to resolve it, to move forward, hold shit against you, and all that type of stuff, child. But if you ain't willing to listen to somebody else, you're not willing to give, because a lot of people will take, but they will not give. If you can't give to the person that you allegedly care about, then what is the fucking point? But these people always want someone to give to them. They never want to give back to you, which is why I always say, y'all, when you deal with these people, whoever y'all is, and God forbid something should happen to you, what can that person do to help you if that should happen? You lose your job, what can they do to help you? Are they going to be there? Or are they going to leave on up out of there? Do they even have anything to offer? I'm just saying. That's just my thought process. But if Abba was with Libby and everything was lost, what could Libby do to help Abba? What could Libby do to help Abba? Get on the internet and tell all the business, child. I don't know. But that's how I look at it. But that's just me, child. Anyway, shout out to all of y'all. I forget where it went, but make sure we go ahead and subscribe to RBN. He'll be on in about 14 minutes. I'm going to be able to go get me something to drink and get in the bed and watch what comes up till I fall asleep. Mods, please tell Michon to get back closer to her camera. What? What you mean? Get back closer to the camera? What you mean? What's wrong? Not God is in the closet listening. The Lord said, I've had enough of this foolishness. Get the hell up off of this daggone show right now, because I'm tired of hearing them talk about me. Anyway, I will tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a show in the morning. Tomorrow's Thursday. Try to do a show in the morning, maybe. If not, when I come home. Yeah, maybe I'll do it when I come home. I got nothing to do until I go back to the gym at night. So look out for it. Make sure you turn on notifications. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Shout out to everybody that donated today. Oh, the background is glitching. Okay. Maybe it's the weather, even though I think the storm is over. Anyway, bring the cans closer. I feel like they're close enough. But anyway, thank you all today. Shout out to everybody that donated. Shout out to everyone that's channel member. Shout out to the mods. I see you. I appreciate you. Hopefully I see you all over there on RBN's channel in about 10 minutes. I will be there. Be there, be square. See y'all tomorrow. Hit the like button. Make sure you comment, share the daggone video, like it. I see you all in there we go. There we go. I caught it. Thank you so much, Reaper. I appreciate you. I see you all in the next one.